All right, all right. What's cracking, what's popping? What's good, what's good? What's good? What is going on, people? My bad for starting late, man. This fucking technical difficulties with this shit. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, we here better late than motherfucking never, right? This is crazy. I know I was like, Lucario is late. Is the world ending? Is it over? Did the COVID get him? What's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Oh, let me check the volumes. The volumes is good. The volumes is good. What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, man, I was ready to start at 4:15 and fucking power went out. I was just like, what the hell's going on? But anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on, girl? Shout out to Elroy Jetson, Keith Joe. Joe K was good. Was popping. Unique 79 in the building. Mikey is cold in the building. Kush Smoke. What up? Joe Blast, AT. G Money, what up? Uncut Dating Truths in the building. Aaron B in the building. Joe Blast in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Lewis M, what up? What's going on? Heavy breathing. What's popping? Nathan A, Harmony. Now we got a lot of people up in here, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button as soon as you get in. Make sure you guys hit the like button as soon as you get into this spot. What am I looking for? Now, okay, I'm good. I don't need that shit. I'm good. So today's show, I titled it "Cold Approaching is the only way to get these type of women." Okay, we about to go in. You feel what I'm saying? Let me put the actual banner for the number up real quick, just so that you guys see that. Remember, donation rules apply. Donate and call. You feel me? Donate and call in 516-387-1224. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you get it cracking. So what am I talking about with this one here, man? We're talking about, cold approaching is the only way to get these type of women, right? This is what you have to understand, is that cold approaching, right, is the only way to get the hottest women on a consistent basis. You understand what I'm saying? The only way to get the hottest women on a consistent basis. Right now, does this mean, shout out to Professional Rich in the chat, what's popping, bro? Princess X in the building. Does this mean that you can't get hot women on dating apps? No, it doesn't mean you can't. Does it mean that you can't get hot girls waiting for choosing signals? No, you can't. Right? What you have to understand, though, is that the only way to really, and I'm talking about like maximize your situation as far as getting with, lots of hot women. You understand what I'm saying? The really hot ones, the chicks that, dudes really want to get at, you have to cold approach. There's no way around it. You cannot get an abundance of hot women waiting for choosing signals. It's not going to happen. You can't get an abundance of hot women just going online. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get abundance of hot women through your social. Not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen. See, what a lot of guys won't tell you or won't really explain or get you to understand is that if you are out here, because a lot of guys, when they talk about getting girls, they want to get like the baddies. They want to get the hot girls. They want to get the girls that they think are the hot shit. Right? But understand that women who are, what most guys would consider a hot chick, you understand what I'm saying? They don't need to, throw out choosing signals to you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't need to do that. Right? The hottest women usually will be online just for shits and giggles. You understand what I'm saying? They're not really taking it seriously.
And to get you to subscribe to their Instagram, their Instagram and their fans only.
Right, exactly.
And their Snapchat.
Right. And also, if you have a social circle, right, usually what's going to happen is that Your social circle is limited to whoever's in that social circle.
You better hope your friends know some hot bitches.
Exactly. And most likely your friends don't know no hot chicks, because if they did, you'd be fucking them right now. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not really the thing. Now, the only way to really, really get the hot girl, you got a cold approach. Why? Because what happens is that the hottest girls are out there, but you actually have to take action to get them. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take action to get them. It's that simple, right? Because what you don't understand about women who most would consider as hot is that those women are outside to be seen. You understand what I'm saying? They're out there trying to be seen. This is why they'll come to the club, to the bars, to the events and all this other shit. Dudes is trolling already, talking about donate, then call. Hilarious. Niggas will be on some semantics. But yeah, this is what'll happen. They're going to be out there in abundance. They want to be seen, right? And so, for example, did you guys, I'm sure you guys saw the video of myself and Miles having that conversation with Sophie Broussard, aka Rosie Divine, aka Drake's baby mama, right? I'm sure some of y'all saw the video. If you didn't, go on the page and type in Miss Locario talks to Drake's baby mama. You feel what I'm saying? Now, how do you think we were able to fuck with her and get a whole photo shoot and do all this other stuff? She wasn't in our social circle. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't give us no choosing signals.
Not at all.
She didn't do none of that shit. Miles cold approached her. You understand what I'm saying? Miles ran up on her and was like, "Yo, what's good?" You understand? Because it was what was it? It was on Halloween, right?
It was a Halloween parade at in New York.
Right. And we saw her.
She was dressed as Nicki Minaj. She had the pink hair and all that.
Right. So we just chilling, and this motherfucker just see a joint with a fatty. He's like, "God damn." So he ran up on her and was like, "Yo, what's good?" Right. And so through that interaction, right, we were able to get that shit going. Right. He wasn't sitting there waiting for the girl to come up to him. He wasn't sitting there for waiting for the signals. He wasn't waiting for the social circle. He wasn't waiting for the online, none of that shit. But see, the hottest ones are out there. They're out and about because they want to be seen. So she's out there and she's being seen. Because trust me, she gets attention because she's thick as fuck.
Even back then.
Right. Even before nobody even knew who the fuck she was. You understand what I'm saying? Right there. That's the picture. Oh, let me blow that up real quick. That's the same day. You see that right there, guys? That's Rosie Divine, aka Sophie Broussard. That's the day Miles cold approached her. You understand what I'm saying? Looking like that. So those are you're gonna have hot girls you're gonna see out and about. And in order for you to get them, you're going to have to approach. Because see, again, I'm not saying that you can't get a hot girl without cold approaching. What I'm saying is that your chances of getting hot women, and especially on a consistent basis, are slim to none if you're not out there approaching. Because what happens is there's an abundance of women out there who are hot, who look good, who's walking around doing their thing, making shit happen, right? And so you have so many opportunities to make the shit go down and to create a situation where you could get things going. But if you're sitting around saying, well, let me just, chill and wait, or I'm going to just do online stuff, right? Because even a lot of guys, if you look at, I think like maybe the past 2 live streams where dudes is calling up, I think it was one we did with Steve too, where I think 2 guys called in and said, yo, man, I'm online, but, I'm not getting really the hot girls. You understand what I'm saying? Online that I really want. You understand? They're like, I'm getting okay girls. I'm getting out.
Let me tell you something real quick that happened to me. I just got kicked off of Hinge.
Oh, damn. So Tinder and now Hinge?
I got kicked off of fucking Hinge. And and I don't know exactly why, but what the last couple of things I did on Hinge was I would go to the girls like you know how you could comment on the individual picture?
Right.
And all I would say is, you're not that bad looking.
Right.
But just as a joke, you understand? Like just to see if they would respond. So I just typed, "You're not that bad looking."
Right.
And then the next thing I know, I'm kicked off of the fucking Hinge. You understand?
Right.
You see how insecure these bitches are? Like,
right. What up, Myron in the building? Myron, I sent you a link, so come through if you want to come through. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing, is that y'all got to understand that you're going to get more of an abundance of bad chicks to holler at if you're cold approaching.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm going out tonight. I'm going down to the fucking cigar spot, nigga.
Right. You see what I mean? Because understand that what happens is also you're going to have an easier time approaching women in person and getting them versus waiting online or waiting for choosing signals or trying to do it through a social circle. You're always going to have an easier time pulling chicks when you cold approach. Always. Cold approaching actually is way easier than getting girls online. That's the funny part. Y'all don't understand.
But Lucario, I don't want to validate her and blow her head up.
Right, exactly. Right. And this is the funny part. This is the funny part. Because again, I bring back to when we was in Houston. Remember we was in Houston? Nigga, we was in Houston. I got damn near 50 matches on Tinder. These chicks was fronting, acting all funny style.
Wait, hold up. The only pussy that you got was a cold approach bitch, right?
That's what I'm saying. So
the only pussy I got was a cold approach bitch.
Exactly. So
how many? I don't even think I got any matches in them cities. Probably like 1 or 2, bro. Like straight up.
Right. So me and Miles, right? Me and Miles, we was in Houston shooting the Game Kings, right? I was swiping on Tinder, getting match here, getting match there. Chicks is responding back. There was a girl who was probably 2 blocks away from where we were staying. 2 blocks. I say, yo, come through.
Right.
You ain't even got to come to the. I say, yo, there's a rooftop with a pool table and some fucking coffee and shit. We could chill and just kick it on the rooftop. You ain't even got to go into the damn apartment I'm in if you feel a certain type of way. This chick's like, you know, I don't know, blah blah blah. This dude said, LOL, 50 matches on Tinder. You lying?
No. I'll answer that for you. He's not lying. Lucario gets a lot of matches on Tinder because the white bitches love his dark, smooth, black skin. Seriously.
Let me show you.
I'm not even joking. He gets a lot of fucking matches.
Let me show you guys my Tinder real quick, okay? Because you think I'm lying. Remember, I had over 2,000 and some matches the other day. I deleted the Tinder and I
reinstalled it.
So, right? So my matches went to 0. So I've had this new Tinder for about a week. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's see how much matches I got within like a week, maybe a week and a half the most. So let me put the solo layout on here. I don't want you guys to see the pictures, but let's put this to the thing, right? What does that say?
122 matches.
122 matches
in a week.
In a week and a half. You feel what I'm saying? In a week and a half. So, so this is what I'm saying. Dudes is not really out here in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Dudes is not really out here. And I'm gonna pause you for a second because you hold on, let me try to get Myron back on the thing real quick. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Cold approaching, you're gonna get the hottest joints through cold approaching.
That's where I get all of my hottest joints. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm not saying I've never had a decent looking chick off of online dating. I have.
Right.
But the ones that I see that are attractive to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, where it's like, and usually they're more cooperative because they feel my energy like up front. And truth be told, like, some of what y'all niggas be saying, I think some of what y'all niggas be saying is true as far as height, because dating apps are way more like, you know, I think chicks are way more like, what's the word? Choosy with the shit. And I put my real height, and I think that kind of holds me back from a few joints. Because I've tried it before where I put like 5'10" and more bitches holler. So, you know, I get that. But that being said, if you're a short nigga like me or whatever, you're still better off cold approaching.
Right.
Period.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because again, it's not that you can't find, girls that are hot online. You understand what I'm saying? I have. You understand? Like I met my girl online. You feel me? So shout out to April. But understand this. Generally speaking, right? What's going to happen is that you're going to find the most, and get the most success through cold approaching.
Facts.
And the reason why is because you're going to see more hot girls in front of you, right? You're also going to have more opportunity to interact with them in a way where it's more beneficial for you in order to create a situation where she sees you as attractive. Because the thing is with online, what happens is that it's easy for her to just unmatch you, move on to the next person. You understand what I'm saying? If you're doing social circle, you're limited to who you know in that social circle and what's going on with them and all that other goofy shit, right? If you're waiting for choosing signals, my God, you're going to be sitting there waiting forever. Because not only do you need a chick to choose up on you, she also got to be a hot chick choosing up on you. So not only are you waiting for a girl to choose up on you, you're waiting for the hot girl to choose up on you. And how long is that going to take? You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to understand that, like, when it comes to, you making things go down or things actually happening when it comes to you getting hotter girls, you got to understand that the cold approaching is going to yield the most results. You understand what I'm saying? Myron, what's popping, bro? Hold on, you're on mute. Let me unmute you. Oh, you got to unmute yourself.
Oh, his screen is not in front of him because his podcast shit is different. His podcast shit is different. Yeah.
Myron to get it cracking because I'm sure Myron can tell you because Myron is out there cold approaching heavy.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great topic. So Lakari, I joined it on my iPad, but don't let it in. That's just so I can monitor the thing.
Okay.
But okay, yeah, my bad. So yeah, guys, I had to come in on this topic. First of all, shout out to Miles and Lucario for bringing me on.
What up?
Yo, I am a huge proponent of cold approaching. Like literally, you guys can ask Fresh Prince CEO. We were out the other day, like picking up some Halloween stuff, whatever. Which guys, stay tuned. We got something funny planned for you guys Saturday. I gotta say too much, but it's gonna be great. But anyway, we're out there. So for anyone that's familiar with Miami, Midtown, there's a lot of bad chicks that live out there, right? So, and that's where we were. We went to Target to pick up some stuff for the new apartment and the studio and, and also get some costume stuff. And there were chicks everywhere. Here's the reality, guys. I'm not even going to cap. I approached maybe 4 or 5 girls, rejected by each and every single one of them. Okay. Like I have a boyfriend or whatever other BS. And quite frankly, guys, let me tell you something, why it's so important to cold approach. Unless you're like my boy, Fresh Prince CEO, and your Instagram is 1000% optimized,
right? Or
you have some kind of clout or whatever, the only way you're going to be able to meet baddies, right, is you're going to have to cold approach them. Because women that are very, very attractive that have social media followings, whatever, you don't want to meet them through an avenue where they have higher perceived status than you. Does that make sense? Like for all the guys in here, because let's keep it 1,000. Most guys don't have an optimized Instagram. I would say only the top 5% of guys can truly use their Instagram to like source women. Like my boy Fresh, he literally just uses Instagram to source girls. He doesn't use dating apps really. He doesn't use anything else. He used to cold approach a lot, but now he just uses Instagram. But his shit is optimized. So, for average guys, the only way you're going to deal with baddies is optimize Instagram, clout, or the third way, which every normal guy can do, you got to get out there and actually cold approach them. Because when you meet her on an avenue where she has higher status than you, let's say she has 100K followers, if you had approached that girl at a mall, she's not going to think she's better than you. But if you send her a cold fucking DM on Instagram, you got 2,000 followers, she got 100K, she's going to think she's better than you. She ain't even going to give you a response.
Right.
So a you would have had no chance with on Instagram or with online dating, you now have a chance with because you're meeting her in person. She gets to see your charisma. She gets to see how you really act, whatever it may be. And let me tell you guys something else that I've learned from being here in Miami. There's a lot of dudes here that have big followings. They're, social media people, whatever. But you meet them in person, they're fucking idiots. Like they don't know how to talk to girls, whatever it is. They rely heavy on their fucking status with the social media, and they still have no game. So at the end of the day, I always say this: there's no way around it. You guys are going to have to learn how to talk to women properly. And cold approach is the fastest and most organic way to do it, because if you can generate a conversation out of thin air with a fucking stranger, bro, you're gonna be a killer when you take these girls out on dates. Because when you go out on dates, it's like an isolated environment where you're able to work without any real distraction, right? But if you learn how to talk to girls, like people ask, man, how are you so good at fucking cold approach and all this shit? Bro, when you cold approach in Miami in loud nightclubs, that's going to prepare you for anything, bro. I've been training at 500 times gravity, and they're going like, this shit is crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, guys. You can't get around it. You got to cold approach. Miles, I know you want to say something. Go ahead. Or you're muted, Miles.
I was just saying that's a Dragon Ball Z reference for all the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Up to snuff.
Yeah. So cold approaching, especially like if you live in a city like Miami, LA, Las Vegas, and you're going to top tier nightclubs where the girls are super selective, super bitchy, whatever it is. When you go and have a one-on-one date, you're going to be like a killer, man, because you're going to be able to generate conversation out of nothing. So I always tell guys, you have to cold approach to get rudimentary basics down. Because if you don't have the rudimentary basics down, regardless of how good your Instagram funnel is or how good your clout is or whatever, you're not going to be able to generate a conversation and retain the girl, and more importantly, increase your sex appeal. And I know Lucari talk about this all the time, is you don't have enough sex appeal. And a lot of guys think that just means physical. No, man, it's everything about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like your physical attraction. I always say your physical attraction opens the door. The door stays open with your game, though. If you have no game, the door closes immediately. So, because your looks aren't going to carry you all the time, quite frankly. Like women that aren't as visual as we are. Like you might get a quick lay here or there, but like to have a chick on rotation and a harem and everything else like that, she's actually got to like you from a personality standpoint too. And that's where the sex appeal comes in with you being attractive. So yeah, man, there's no way around cold approach. And any guy that says, a cold approaching is stupid or anything like that, like, bro, you're fucking up in my opinion. Right.
Facts. So Shark Attack in the chat said, how many women should a guy approach in a day, in your opinion? 1 million. This is like, not as you can, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, as many as you can.
Many as you can, because it's you know what it is? It's like this. I would say, like usually we used to say like 20 to 25 a day if you can, if you live in a big city where you see a large number. If you live in a small city, maybe 5 or something like that. But it should be something that is something you're doing as you're doing what you're doing in your day anyway. So if you go into the fucking supermarket to pick up some, get some food, you go into the laundromat or something, you're taking a drive to the park, you're walking around in the park, or you jogging in the park, working out or whatever, wherever you see women and you are doing what you do, just talk to them. Sometimes you don't even need to necessarily try to pick them up. It's just, hey, miss, how you doing? How's your day going?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But having the practice to open your mouth when you see women, because a lot of times what messes guys up is that they hesitate so much when they see a woman. So it's like on a regular day, it's like, they talking to their friends, everything is cool. But as soon as it comes to dealing with a woman, they make the situation so heavy. And that's the key to make cold approaching easier for you is don't make the situation so heavy, because a lot of guys think, damn, well, I got to say the right thing and I got to get her number and I got to make sure she likes me. Just, yo, miss, how you doing today? What's going on? And then she's like, oh, I'm fine. How's your day? And you're like, okay, this chick is kind of cool. She's responding. So anyway, what you up to today? This and that. So now you can build on that conversation. But the thing is, see, those type of things, it's going to be hard to get on an online site. You understand what I'm saying? Because women are extremely picky and they're not going to just be going back and forth with you a lot of times if they're not interested or whatever. You can get that through social circle a lot, because what's happening in social circle is just limited to whoever's in social circle. You can't get that a lot with the choosing signals, because again, you got to wait for the girl to show you the signals. So literally the only thing left is the damn cold approaching. You feel what I'm saying? That's literally the only thing left. And the thing is that when it comes to cold approaching, you are in control of how many women you want to talk to. You feel what I'm saying? All the other situations, notice you're not in control. Online dating, you're not really in control, because the algorithm has to show you to whoever the fuck they want to show you to. You understand? Choosing signals, you're not in control. Why? Because you got to wait for the chick to choose you. You understand? Social circle, you're not in control. Why? Because you got to wait for whoever's in that social circle to show up within that circle for you to interact with the chick.
And not even that. You got to, I didn't mean to cut you, Lucario.
Good.
I was just going to add to that, because like what you said was spot on. With social circle guys, because let's keep it a stack. Most guys meet their girls through social circle, whether it's through school, work, whatever it may be. And the thing with social circle is you're going to have to play the long game. And the reason why I say you're going to have to play the longer game is one of the best things about cold approach, especially in a major city, is anonymity. You learn when you're in social circle. When you're in social circle, the girl understands that if she has sex with you and it turns out bad, there's probably going to be social ramifications that's going to hurt her image, and she is going to be less reluctant to fuck with you. Whereas, let's say you meet that same exact girl at a bar or a club or out at the mall, she has no real connection to you. So she's going to be more open to explore sexual options because there's no social ramifications for that. And a lot of guys don't understand that, like, women are literally petrified of being ostracized by the tribe. This is why even if a girl likes you, but you guys have a lot of mutual friends, she's going to delay fucking with you because she doesn't want to, how do I say this, make her position in the group go down by her being seen as promiscuous, a hoe, whatever it is. So like, the only, and I agree 1000% with you, Lucario, on this, is like the only real way to game where you're in 1000% control and dictate your volume of women that you work is cold approach. Because online dating, let's keep it real, we know most women only swipe right on about 5% of the men, 10% of the men, etc. Women are extremely selective on there. A girl that's a 5 that would have otherwise given you a chance if you cold approached her is now going to swipe left on you on online dating. Social media game, like I told you guys need to have it optimized for it to even fucking work. Like you got to be in the top 5%. And then, what else is there? There's a social circle game, which we just talked about the negatives with that. And then, and then the online dating, like we said. So the only real way to source women where you have the most control is cold approach. Because regardless of the outcome, you can always approach more girls. So I didn't mean to cut you there, Lucar. I know you were on a roll there. But.
That's what's up. And let's get some calls. 865. Remember, donation rules apply, people. You feel me? So 865. What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rob from ATL.
What's going on, man? What's popping with you? Did you donate?
Not yet, man. I'm gonna donate right now, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right. So look, I'm gonna hang up, donate, and then call right back. All right.
I got you, bro.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. So guys, remember, donate and then call.
Wait, I thought men were the logical ones. I thought we could follow instructions better. Like, what's going on, man?
Well, Sergio, the way you donate is at the top of the chat. You can hit that the link. You feel what I'm saying? And you can make the shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App or the PayPal. You feel me? So make sure you get that cracking. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You guys gotta understand, right? Exactly. Let's show you guys real quick. Let's show you guys the solo laid out. You see that? Oh, my bad. That's Myron. You see right there where it's in blue. That's where you hit the donate right there. April MC got it tagged on there. It's pinned. That's where you hit it. You feel me? So it's real easy, people. So yeah, make that shit crack, make that shit pop. So yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. And
can I say something real quick too?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so again, for the guys who love to make an excuse about height, right? Online, like, because the average chick is shorter than the average guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Online, this bitch could be like 4'6", she could be 5'2", and she could look at she could look at whatever height you're listed as on the fucking dating app, and she'll swipe right because it's like, oh, you're not 5'9" or more. You understand? But when you step up to her in person and she's 5'2", you're taller than her. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to understand too, and a lot of guys don't believe this, but the way that you carry yourself, it kind of dictates your height in the mind of the female. Mm-hmm. If you can understand what I'm saying, because you can be a certain height physically, but if you carry yourself with a certain level of respect, with a certain level of confidence, this bitch will look up to you on some spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? On some, damn, this nigga spitting that real shit. He's spitting that game. Like, he's really intelligent, and she'll look up to you for other reasons other than physical height. You get what I'm saying? Right. So this is why cold approach is so important, because there's a lot more intangibles that you can kind of I guess impress upon her in person. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's
real. You can't show charisma through a dating app, quite frankly. You know
exactly.
what I mean? And one of the beauties of cold approach is that, like, one thing that's rare with a lot of men is social calibration. And what I mean by this is like the ability to carry conversation, be charismatic, be able to tease, have fun with her, do these types of things. That can't be conveyed on a dating app or social media. You got to meet her in person for that. And quite frankly, when a woman sees that trait in you, especially from a cold approach, because she knows, wow, this guy approached me out of nowhere and he's like really smooth. Wow, this guy's like cool. Like, and it also shows that you have a lot of balls. I can't tell you guys how many times I've cold approached a girl, and she'll say, "Oh, I have a boyfriend" or whatever at the end, but she'll say, "Listen, that took a lot of nerve. Thank you so much. I wish more guys were like you, and it'll kind of like make her day because like a random guy came up to her, because I always give a compliment first, right, to let her know off rip that this is a cold approach. I ain't trying to sell you nothing. There's a lot of whack jobs here in Miami, so
right.
I need to kind of put that thing out there first, so she understands that the frame of what's going on. But the point of the matter is, I've had a lot of interactions, even though I strike out, where they're like, wow, you were really smooth. I actually have a single friend or whatever. You know what I mean? So if you have the charisma and you have that confidence, she's going to feel that and it's going to be genuine. And the other thing too is that most guys don't have to have the balls to do that shit. So when you do it, you're immediately going to stand out. Because like, it's one thing to approach a girl in a nightclub when you got some alcohol on you. It's another thing to do it stone cold fucking sober in a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So it says a lot about you as a man, and women are attracted to it. So even if the interaction goes bad, she's still going to respect the fuck out of you for it,
Right.
Facts.
Nah, real talk.
I've been in too many situations like that where it's like they tell me how much they appreciate my approach. They're like, "Oh, I like your style, and I got a boyfriend, but man, I really like how you came up to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate." Like, I get that shit all the time, so I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like, and it's not even that doesn't even matter, because like we tell you guys, don't be outcome dependent. Don't even worry about the outcome. But the point we're trying to make when we say that is that not every interact, like a lot of guys think they have this negative this negative foreshadowing of every interaction with a hot chick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's out of my league. She's gonna grab my heart out of my chest and chew it up and spit it out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they have this crazy fucking thought of what might happen. And it's like, yo, just like Lucario said, don't make it that heavy. You know what I'm saying? Just be social, be friendly, be cool, and just treat it like you're meeting someone new. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're aware enough and you're confident enough and you see that she has a liking to you, that's when you make the, hey, so what you doing later, or what you doing this Friday, or, you know what I'm saying, let's go out for a drink. My line, I always say this shit. Who in your life would have a problem with me taking you out for a drink sometime? I always say that fucking shit. That's my line. And usually they say no, nobody. And then I'll be like, all right, so what you doing Friday night? Or give me a number so we can set something up. That's pretty much what I say. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is, man, okay. One of the best features of being around other guys that are good with women is you can pick up on little things that they do, right? What I've said in the past is, hey, is there a crazy boyfriend or crazy husband I got to worry about, whatever? But I like Miles' approach better because it's even more indirect, because what you're doing is you're kind of leaving an open-ended question that regardless of what she says, she's going to probably give you an answer that's going to be to your benefit, so she doesn't come off as weird. So that's like a really good way to phrase it, man. Guys, you should write that one down, bro. Class is
right. Facts.
Miles dropping gems there, guys.
Real talk. Yeah. So Chad Morris said, what about warm approach? What is a warm approach? What is that? I have no idea what a warm approach is. Somebody explain that to me.
I've heard it. Basically, there's many definitions for it, but it's like something like, let's say you're at a friend's party, shit like that, and you get introduced to, or like you meet her through a third party, or you met her at like a bar through friends or something like that, is what I think a warm lead would be.
Yeah, that's probably like basically like social circle. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically social circle.
Yeah. And that's cool too. That's cool too. All I'm saying is, the only part, like Myron said about that, is see, with cold approaching, right? The girl you're approaching is just you and her. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When somebody introduces you to a chick, you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What happens is that chick is connected to the person who introduced you and connected to all those other people that person knows. So now, let's say she wanted to act like a dirty fucking slut with you. Mm-hmm. Now she feels like she might not be able to. Yes. She doesn't want you to tell that person that she was acting like a slut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So That's the only problem with the social circle. And what happens is that once you do deal with that girl in that social circle, and let's say you're cool with you're real cool with the person who introduced you to whatever. Let's say you do something like, let's say, for example, because Myron be like, yo, I kick these chicks out the house when they be on that bullshit, right? So imagine Myron met some chick through a social circle, and then she gonna go back to the person that introduced them or whatever. She's like, oh my God, Myron's such an asshole and blah, 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 blah. And then Myron gonna get a call like, bro, why you act like that? And that's gonna set a rift through the friendship of everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
Let me break this down real quick, Lucario, because as you know, a lot of our viewers, let's keep it a buck, right? A lot of our viewers are logically sound guys, right? Have trouble understanding female nature. So let me break this down for you guys, because you guys need to understand why women operate this way. Since the beginning of time, women have always needed men for some kind of security and provisioning, okay? Back in the fucking caveman days, like if a woman did not align herself with a male, she would die. She could not get out there and get excess resources, food, whatever, to feed herself and more importantly, her children. She needed to rely on a man. So with that said, her social status, basically her livelihood was contingent upon her social status. So if she was ostracized from the tribe, she would die. Okay. So women, this has been ingrained in them for centuries. And what that has led to today in the modern day, where women can exist without a man, now it's instead of being scared of being ostracized from the tribe, they're now scared of being ostracized from a social group, because women have this deep-rooted fear of being kicked out the group because they know deep down they can't, they need the security and provisioning of a man. Now, let's apply this to social circle. A girl that would have otherwise probably fucked you on the first night, now she's going to make you take her on 3 to 5 dates because she understands, and let's keep this real, what do most beta males do when they fuck a girl? They tell everybody, yo, I fucked her, bro. Oh, right? Like it's like they never got sex before. So girls know that most dudes don't know how to keep a secret. And Lucario, I think you made a video on this, why women love players. And one of the reasons why women love guys that are good with women is because men that are good with women understand that a woman's reputation is everything to her.
Yes.
And will protect her, that anonymity that she confide in him with that sexual encounter. You know what I mean? But guys that don't get chicks are dumb and like put air chicks out, especially when there's like mutual friends involved. So girls are always going to be super defensive on who they fuck in a social circle because they understand that there's going to be long-standing ramifications to that and possibly even ostracization. So this is why, like I tell guys all the time, if you're in Vegas, Nashville, anything like that, don't fucking deal with bachelorette parties. Why not? They're all here to have fun.
Right.
The reality is this. A lot of the time, they're going to waste your time. And I'll tell you guys why. 10 to 15 girls going out, they're friends of friends, acquaintances, whatever. None of them really know each other like that, right? There's maybe like 2 or 3 girls that are actually real friends. The problem is if you meet a chick that's a part of a bachelorette party, she's going to be less inclined to leave with you and have sex because she doesn't want those girls to think that she's a hoe or whatever it may be, especially since she doesn't know them. It's one thing if she's out with her close friends or whatever, because they're going to kind of know how she rolls. But if she's out with like randoms, like they're going to be way more cautious about what they do because they planned brunch the next fucking day at 11 and she needs to be there. You know what I'm saying? If she's getting dicked on by you, she's going to get made fun of by them and she's going to have social ramifications later. So you always want to use anonymity to your advantage when you cold approach. And that's why I tell guys, don't deal with like big ass groups of chicks, 10, 15 girls. Nah, man, that's a headache. Deal with 2 sets, deal with 3 sets, deal with like a girl that's out by herself. Smaller situations where it's a little bit more. Two sets are the best, especially if you got like a wingman. But the thing I want guys to understand, the takeaway from all of this crap is that the less anonymity there is, the more hesitation you're going to get when it comes to having sex with you, because she's going to be worried about social ramifications in the future, because women will always worry about their social ramifications versus just getting laid. Like guys think laid first. I don't care about the consequences. Women think consequences first, then laid, because they can always get sex. So
right. Facts. So yeah, Chad, call up, man. You can call up, donate, and then call up. You feel me? That's how you do it. So let's get to let's go to 818. Hold on, let me take out the other Miles Cunningham joint. How do I do? Let me remove that. There we go. So let me go. Let's get to 818 real quick. All right, 818. What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Lucario, it's Cam from LA. What's up, Myron?
What's going on, bro? Did you donate?
Yes, I did on the Cash App, $10.
All right, cool.
Over to you guys.
So what's going with you, man? What's going on?
Hey, LaCoria, I was the one that called on Tuesday with you and Steve Dedeen,
Mm.
and I was like the second to last caller on your show, so just for a reminder on that. I wanted to ask you guys a circumstantial question. So I have this chick that is meeting up with me. She's coming from the Bay in Northern California to meet up with me, and she's actually coming to, so this is how it all happened. I had like a family member, I had a bunch of family members come up to me a month ago and tell me, hey, there's this girl that you should, talk, you should meet and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I felt like it was kind of pressuring me to like meet up with this chick, right? Now I told them that it's going to be under my terms and, let me go through the whole process. Don't do anything. Send me her Instagram. I want to see her pictures and that kind of stuff.
Right.
What ended up happening was this past Monday, I went through her Instagram. I did a FaceTime call with her, and it was about an hour phone call between us, and it was a really good call. But it was a lot of sexual innuendo, flirting, because usually, most of it from me. And I was trying to test the water to see if like she's even down to like get sexual with me if she were to meet me in person, right? So I'm not trying to like, go for anything else. Just want to see if she's like down for me sexually.
Right.
My question is this to you guys: since you brought up the whole thing about the anonymity, like the being anonymous, and like just kind of like having this like low key thing between you and the chick, where like no one knows that you guys are hooking up, because family members are involved in this. She's not family; she's just like someone that knows one of my distant relatives. I was wondering, is this going to be a hindrance to me when I meet up with this chick next Friday to go on a date with her? Like,
Good question,
coming from the Bay, I'm going to make an experience for her. It's going to be a good, solid first date where I'm going to take her back to my place at the end of the night.
Cam. Question. This is very important. Is this girl also Iranian?
She is.
Okay. So speaking to you as a fellow Arab, she's going to be a little bit more conservative, bro. Because me and you both know from in our culture, even though you're not Muslim, and guys, I know Cam on the side, so that's why I'm like giving this is very particular advice to him. Based on like his cultural background, even though you're not Muslim and you're Christian or Catholic, she's gonna be a little bit more. She might. I mean, I get it. You did some sexual screening or whatever. I mean, you could still close the deal. Don't get me wrong, Cam, but she might give you a little bit of hesitation just simply because based off the fact that you guys are meeting through family members. And then let's keep it real. Like any Arab community, whether they're Sudanese, Moroccans, Egyptians, whatever it is, the community is pretty small. Like pretty much like if you're Sudanese, you would know Sudanese dudes all over the United States. Same thing with Iranians. Like you guys just know each other. So if she were to do some things that would be, I guess, lower value, it could get back. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to kind of like get her to trust you that you would never disclose that stuff, because obviously now that there's a family tied to it and you're from a conservative background, she's going to probably be a little bit more cautious, but you're just going to have to kind of like build that comfort and trust a little bit more than normal, I would say. I mean, LaCoria, what do you think?
Right. No, I agree. But also I would say, because see, the thing is, in those situations, right, you have to, just like in sales, you have to call out the fucking elephant in the room. You gotta get to their questions and concerns before they come up. Right.
Before they come up. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you was to just straight up, because in certain situations like that, you got to be straight up and keep shit 100. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that when you keep it 100, what goes down is that then she can say, okay, she'll think about it a little bit more to the point where she'll do the thing she might want to do. Because trust me, she might want to actually make something happen with you. But because like what Myron is saying, because of like what's going to go down or somebody else is going to hear, then she won't want to do it. So you would need to upfront and say, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to do these things, but I don't want what we do to get back to anybody else. So if you're okay with doing this and you can keep your mouth shut, because I know I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, then we can make this happen. You understand what I'm saying? And I would also say, do it at a time where, let's say, for example, y'all flirting heavy and y'all might just kiss. You understand what I'm saying? A little bit. At that's the right time, because that's what her mind is going to be at that point at that time. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Don't say it too early. Don't say it too early. Wait till you're already alone and you're already filling up on the titties. You probably got the hand up the skirt.
Right.
And you like
right.
say it sit right at that point where she really has to make a fucking decision. Because here's what will happen.
Right, exactly.
If you tell her early, she could still like flirt with you and fuck with you while she's in town just for attention and just use you for the attention, and then be like, well, I'm not gonna let you go any further than this. So, and I'm gonna just maintain my, my chastity and my dignity and my whatever and my family name and all of that shit. And then, but flirt with you just enough so she could get your attention and use you for your time and your energy. But if you say it like, let it build, let it flow. So then she really has to make a real decision where she got to shit or get off the fucking pot. You understand? So say it at the right time where it's like you guys are already hot and heavy. You're alone together. You're like Lucario said, like you already been kissing, making out, whatever, and you whisper that type of shit in her ear. You understand? Like figure out a way to make it even more sexual than it is. Like don't say, oh, I'm afraid of what might happen if we do this and this. Be like, damn girl, I'm afraid that if I fuck the shit out of you, I might make Allah mad or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And no disrespect to like the religion or anybody like that, but I'm just saying between you and the girl, based on whatever charm you want to have with her. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, no, I fully got everything you guys are saying, and you're saying this, Miles, like use that kind of. So, like throughout the phone call I had with her on that previous FaceTime, I was bringing up like I even brought up like titties and shit like through the conversation and just like different things. So these are good like foundational sexual like innuendo and like topics to have. But when it comes to the date, that's when I start bringing it, like in a slow progressional state where it gets to that point where I'm just being super vocal about it and stuff. Right.
And also, again, timing is everything. You understand what I'm saying? Even for example, like, because I was using an example of in sales, they don't just say the thing whenever, they say it at the right time. Because what happens is that they get you excited about the product. And then they're like, damn, I know this person's excited about the product and they want it, but their concern is the price. So getting her excited is getting her all flustered and riled up by that sexual tension. And then her worrying about what's going to, occur or if it can occur because of the fear that she may have. That's when you come in and say, listen, I understand what you're thinking, all of that other stuff. I feel you. And this is what we're going to do. To get her to rationalize in her own mind why she's about to do the thing she already wants to do. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you get it to that point. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. 100%. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. All right. So let's get to 908. 908, what's popping? Who's this?
What's going on? It's Trout from Jersey, yo.
What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yes, I did.
PayPal, Cash App, where you donate that?
You see it?
Where'd you donate that?
PayPal.
Okay, I got you. What's going on, bro? Appreciate the donation.
Hey, what's going on? All right, thank you. Thank you guys for everything that you do, man, first and foremost. My question to you guys is, let me see if I can get it together. So like, man, you know what it is? You guys are right. Like, I'm happy you guys mentioned that because no matter all this work that we've been doing, getting our mind right, body right, and stuff, like, we deserve getting those hot chicks. You know what I mean? And one of them is gonna say yes. Like that's just how it goes. You just keep talking to the hot girls. One of them is gonna say yes, especially if you're doing all this stuff. So I appreciate you guys for doing all this. We just been lost for so long, I think that's really all I just wanted to say, man.
Right.
I really do appreciate it. I've been lost for so long. Thank you so much. Keep listening to these guys. Everything works. It all works. For sure.
That's what's up, man.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you, man. Appreciate the shout out, bro. Appreciate it, bro. I'm holla. Peace. But yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, this you guys got to stop being scared of the cold approaching, man. Do not be scared of this shit. Because and let me address all the guys who say, oh, but cold approaching's beta, and I don't want to blow her head up and all that other crazy shit. Right? Understand that is insecure man logic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's insecure rhetoric.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So don't get all caught up in that. But let's go to 551 real quick. 551, what's popping?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Joseph from Jersey, as always. You see my $5, right?
Yeah, what's good with you? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the donation. What's going on?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Listen. This shit makes me laugh all the time. All right. Let me tell you, this COVID thing that's going on right now, these niggas gotta stop using this fucking excuse.
Right.
All right. Because at the end of the day, shit gonna always happen since the beginning of fucking time.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? And the way I see it is like this, the ratio is so high out here. If you're not approaching anybody, it's obvious. It's a billion people on this planet. If you're not seeing them in person, you're seeing them online. That's your two choices. It's either in person or online. You get them to come to you, or you go to them. That's the most fucking logic thing. Right now, listen, I've been working ever since. I do my 16 hours. I work out, early in the morning, prepare my breakfast, all that stuff.
Right.
I'm working from sun up, sundown.
Right.
When the weekend comes, my plans are made. All right. Happy, Halloween Eve to you fellas. All right.
Right.
Going out on Halloween, hang out with these chicks, make shit happen in the evening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm dealing with chicks. I'm age shit, whatever. From 20, 30, 40. Haven't touched 50 yet. All right. But like, if they want to make shit happen, it's going to happen. It's just like you always say, the fear versus the attraction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the higher the attraction, they're not going to give you a runaround.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it so much like you have to do this shit to have the experience. The ones that are playing games with you, the ones that want to keep you on the phone forever, the ones that want to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I got bitches sending me fucking pictures that I don't even ask them to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now I feel you, bro. Do you hold on? Do you have a question too? With your call? Because I want to make sure we get to your question.
But I'm just saying, I'm, like that's the main thing on the game itself. But like, all right, this is one question I want to ask Myron though. Do you ever fast? You fast often?
Fitness question, like intermittent fasting?
Yeah. No. I do. Because I did a lot of experimentation since like last year and to this year. I've done 72 hours, 5-day fast, all that stuff, whatever. I'm working towards like, my 10%, right? But I know at the same time, it takes time to build up on your muscles and stuff like that. Knowing that I have like my 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever, as far as it goes for the window, working out, getting sleep and all that stuff, and with growth hormone and all these things that are involved. So not really ready, right? And caller, what I'm pushing for right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So caller, I'm about to give you the real deal on this. So number one, what is your goal? Is it to build muscle or lose fat?
Well, I'm doing both. You know.
So you're trying to do it simultaneously.
183, about 13.8%. All right. And then
how long have you been working out for?
Do like my fasting.
Caller. Please answer the question. Well, how long you been working out for?
I've been working out for a while. I'm, military active.
How long? How many months?
Please answer the questions, man, because we got other people waiting. Please answer them direct and concise, man. How long have you been lifting weights or resistance training?
I've been in and out. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Oh my God, bro. We got
going on about 5 years. 5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
Jeez.
Bro. You got to answer questions nice and direct, man. Like, stop making it long-winded. I'm not saying that to like be disrespectful or anything, but if I'm going to dispense the best advice, I'm looking for very particular information. So I'm going to give you an answer right now. This is the reality. Weight loss and weight gain all comes down to energy balance. Okay. So if you want to lose weight, you must eat in a calorie deficit. How you achieve that calorie deficit is up to you. Now, fasting, and I made a whole YouTube video on this, is not special compared to any other methodology of calorie restriction. Because here's the thing, and I know you mentioned human growth hormone. When you fast and then you break your fast and you eat, yes, your body does release human growth hormone. But let me tell you something. Human growth hormone, listen very closely, is not anabolic. I'm going to say that again, bro. Because people always ask me this. Human growth hormone is not anabolic. I know that sounds counterproductive, but it's not, okay? Because think about it. Let's use a little bit of logic. Every Muslim guy dreads Ramadan. You know why? Because they know when they fast, they're going to be catabolic and lose muscle mass. If HGH was truly released and anabolic as people think it would, dude, everybody be running around during Ramadan fucking jacked, but they don't. They lose weight. Why is that? Because they put themselves in a severe calorie deficit and they lose weight quickly. So whether you decide to eat in a 5-hour window, 8-hour window, 10-hour window, 24 fucking hour window, it's irrelevant because the only thing that matters is energy balance at the end of the day, which compounds to the end of the week, to the end of the month. If you're in a calorie deficit on a average calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. How you get there is irrelevant. So what I tell guys is this: eat in a fashion that you can adhere to. The big reason why I'm not a big fan of fasting, especially for long hours, is that most people can't adhere to it. They feel weak, they feel lethargic. It fucks with their ability to train hard in the gym, etc. So with that said, find an eating style that's most conducive to your prolonged adherence. Okay. Then stick with that and hit the calories needed for you to hit your goal. If your goal is to lose weight, somewhere between 300 to 500 below your TDEE, which is your maintenance calories, will suffice. You'll lose somewhere around the pound a week, half a pound. As long as you're losing 1%, or half a percent to 1% of total body weight per week, you're you're losing weight at a perfect rate. You don't want to lose anything faster than that because that's when you start tapping into lean body mass, etc. You want to maximize fat loss but minimize muscle loss. Okay. Next, lift weights, resistance training. You need to prioritize that. I would cut, especially if you're dieting, I would cut all types of conventional cardio. The cornerstone of my training will be resistance training. So to answer your question, I made a video on fasting in particular. There's nothing special about it. What really matters is tracking your calories and hitting a deficit, man. And human growth hormone is not anabolic, man. Do not listen to these fucking idiots on YouTube like Thomas DeLauer and these other ass clowns that talk about, oh, fasting is the way, blah, fucking blah. No, man. Calorie restriction, how you get there is up to you, but you got to pick a methodology that gets you there in the most sustainable fashion, bro. So don't listen to these other fitness YouTubers that are fucking dumb as shit. Thomas DeLauer is a fasting zealot. You don't know what you're talking about. And he's the one that's like him and Kino Body, all these motherfuckers, like they don't know what they're talking about. They're talking a bunch of pseudoscience about fasting is superior. It's fucking not. Because if they've done studies where if you control calories and you control protein, most importantly, protein and calories are two most important factors when it comes to body composition. Regardless of when you eat, body composition is going to be the same. So it's energy balance that dictates fat loss and fat gain. I can rant about this all day, but don't listen to idiots that talk about fasting is special. It's fucking not. If you enjoy it for adherence, cool, but it is not special.
That's what's up, man. See, y'all getting the fitness game on the channel too. God damn, like y'all motherfuckers need to hit the like button, donate. So appreciate the caller. We appreciate your fam. All right, so let's get to 917. 917, what's popping? Who's this?
Yeah, hey, can you guys hear me?
What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? I'm in Manhattan, guys. Lucario, I'm a big fan, man. I just have a comment.
Hold on. Real quick. I got a question to ask you. Did you donate though?
I did.
All right, would you donate? You ain't sound like you donated.
Now he did.
He's like, I did. All right, thanks for the donation, bro. So what's going on?
Anytime. No, I mean, I think this is such a great topic because I live in Manhattan. Lakari, you live here.
Right.
You know, you know what New York City is all about.
Right.
I mean, I can go out on my stoop, literally, and sit on my stoop and talk to probably 10 girls in an hour.
Right.
That I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one thing I would add, just a comment. I mean, I live in Manhattan. I've been here for 25 years. I've approached, you know, over 1,000 women easy on the streets of Manhattan, just going about my day.
Right.
But one thing I would say is, like, any of these guys listening, like, if you live in some town where you can't approach girls, because those places exist, places that have no women. I mean, honestly, there are small towns all over the country, that have no girls. Literally, fucking move. Just move. Just get out of your town. Like, go to the city. Go to a nice place. Like, you don't have to live in some like Hoboken town where there's no women. Like, you got a job, whatever. Like, move to a nice place. Like, don't stick around a little town. You know. But yeah, you know, I think it's a great topic. I mean, for me, I started approaching, you know, maybe 10 years ago after a divorce, and it kind of opened up my world.
Right.
So, you know, just wanted to add that comment, but I love the content. Love what you guys are doing.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother.
Thank you.
All right. That's what's up. That's
anytime.
What's up. Peace. Now that's some real shit he's saying though. Like, you know, because listen, I was in fucking Connecticut last year, and that shit was a fucking ghost town. I was like, what the like that shit was. I was like, God damn, like you can't do shit around here. You understand? So there are places where it's dead as fuck, and so you might have to even like I agree with him. Either move, or if you don't move, find the closest, you know, high traffic city or area near you, and fucking rent a fucking Airbnb for the weekend, and just set shit up over there. You feel what I'm saying? And just do your thing and get shit cracking, because you know. If you're living in some fucking rural area and your neighbor is like a mile away and you around a bunch of trees and deer and shit, you understand what I'm saying? Like you out in the country somewhere, that's gonna be hard for you to really have enough volume to make shit go down. So you got to get to a spot where you're gonna see, you know, a good number of women that you can actually interact with. You feel what I'm saying? Because forget choosing signals and all that. If there ain't nobody around, there ain't nobody to choose you. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you are waiting for choosing signals. So you still need the abundance of women around to actually get the shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that donate button. You feel what I'm saying? If you got any questions, put it in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't call up, just put the questions in the chat. You feel me? He said you can always cold approach the animals for practice. Hilarious. You never know. You never know. Shit. Get as much practice as you can. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to talk about for the guys who always talking about you know, chooses wait, you know, cold approaching is beta, and you know, I don't want to gas the girls' heads up and all that other crazy shit. See, understand this is that you're not really gassing a chick head up. You're not really doing like you are like it's weird. It's like it's ironic that a guy like that would think he's gassing a chick's head up, because in order for you to feel that way, you would have to have supreme confidence about yourself to think you're that nigga. You're that awesome. You understand what I'm saying? To where you talking to her is going to make it that big of a deal. But if you are that awesome, you talking to her, right, should be you saying, I'm actually putting her on to an opportunity to fuck with me, right? So the thing is, if you're thinking that you're just there to gas her head up, what you're saying essentially is that you have no value except for being there to gas her head up. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you did have value to her, she would want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? But see, dudes are not really looking at it that way. You understand what I'm saying? They're looking at it in the way of, well, I don't want to have to approach her because you know, what it really is that they don't want to have to deal with a chick saying no or a chick not wanting to fuck with them. And then, so they feel like the woman is taking something from them by telling the guy no. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth of it all.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They want
dudes
to
just
go.
Dudes just hurt. They just hurt, bro. Like,
right.
They just hurt.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. Because dudes just, you know what I'm saying? Dudes, they want to, you know, make shit go crazy. Jabril, the phone numbers on the scrolling is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Make sure you donate and then call in. You feel what I'm saying? To get that shit cracking. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You guys got to get out that mindset of it being this thing where you're like gassing a girl's head up and you're not, you know what I'm saying? Because that type of shit is going to stop you from approaching, and you're going to have less and less fucking success. You understand what I'm saying? Real McCann said, I feel awkward as hell when I approach and always fumble in my words when talking to a girl. That's why it's hard for me to approach. Well, that's the thing. If you feel the reason why you feel awkward is because you're too outcome dependent. You feel what I'm saying? You get outcome dependent. You're too outcome dependent. So when you're outcome dependent, what's going to happen is that you're worried too much about what's going to happen. And then that's what makes you feel awkward, because you're holding on to what could actually happen. You're like, damn, well, I don't want her to fucking, reject me or say something messed up and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Who's we? Who's we?
Why? Wait, say it again.
We don't want to give her that power to reject us. I'll admit that.
Right.
Who's we?
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Dudes is on that shit where there's no power in the rejection. You understand what I'm saying? There's no power in that. You understand what I'm saying? There's no power in that. That's what y'all don't get. See, y'all think that there's power in her rejection. No, there's not power in the rejection. See, you got to understand something. You have to understand what you're offering the girl, right, in the situation. Because the relationship does not occur unless the man creates the situation. You understand what I'm saying? Think about this. There's no situation a woman gets into, in most cases, because there's always like exceptions, but 99% of the time, anytime you see a woman with a man, it's because the man made it happen. The man approached her. The man set the date. The man interacted with her. And then also the man chose to keep fucking with her after he fucked her. You understand? So this is so where's the power that the chick got in this whole equation? You understand what I'm saying? Where's the power? Because the thing is that the man has to guide the woman down the path of the relationship, right? So I have to approach the woman in order for the relationship to occur. So even when dudes is talking about choosing signals is only to make a man who doesn't have confidence to feel comfortable doing what he should have did in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? That's all that shit is. Because you got to do that shit in the first place anyway. But let's get to 678. 678, what's poppin'? Who's this? What's going on? What's poppin'? Who's this?
Oh, yeah, this is Jabril.
Jabril, what's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
I did, brother. I did.
All right.
Jay Olusesi is that. Yeah.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Anyway, man, I just wanted to. I saw the title on my YouTube. Just got off work. I saw the title, and I couldn't agree anymore. I haven't seen the show, but I'm gonna keep watching as I head on home from work. But just want to thank y'all guys, man. Miles Zacario, man, y'all really be dropping gems. Whoever listening, don't want to win. If you want to win, listen in. You know,
facts.
And like man, that cold approach. Bars. Listen, guys, y'all know, y'all who run the show know, but the guys who listening, you know, as we moving with technology and stuff, you know, a lot of interactions that used to be face to face interactions are becoming more digitalized.
Right.
But it would nothing would be heavier when it comes to approaching a woman.
Right.
Nothing is heavier than stepping to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to really know. Like, man, online, you could be online. A girl can like your pics. She can like your pics all day, but not want to give you the booty.
Right, right.
You know?
Right.
You
Right. That's a fact.
You can do all that, but when you step to her, you'll know what's up. You'll know she on games if you just step to her. If these girls will play the online games with you for weeks,
right,
months.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would just step to the girl, you'll know, especially when you get more acclimated to the habits of it, you'll know within 30 seconds if she playing or if she with it.
Right.
It just, the cold approach. A girl could be in the corner spotting you and you wouldn't even know because girls are so passive. So it's like you gotta. Plenty of times you step to a girl, you'll mess with her, you'll pick, you'll bag her, she'll come through. Later on, you say, "Oh, I noticed you when you stepped in."
Right.
You never knew that. You only knew that by approaching. So I just hope guys know girls, they think that shit sexy. It's like filling out a job application. Even though filling out a job application is digital now, you do it on the computer.
Right.
But you walking up to a girl, that's how you get the job, and you'll know quick. And the rejection is like getting a rejection letter from a job application. When you check your email and you find out that job you applied to 3 weeks ago didn't give you the job, what do? You apply to the next one. And that's just how the approach is. People take that rejection so personal, and you guys say it all the time. You really don't even know why she rejected you.
Facts.
Facts. It could be she got a man. It could be she got a girl. It could be she got a man and a girl. You never know. But man, the baddest chicks I ever smashed were the ones I walked up to and stepped to.
Right.
The ones that like we in the mall or we somewhere and my friends like, ooh, she bad. I'm gonna try to talk to her. I'm gonna see what she's talking about.
Right.
And I'm a bagger. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to hold it much longer, but I just hope that the guys could. The game is, once you get past that, here's the thing: if you're afraid to talk to this girl, how can you penetrate this girl? Right, exactly. If you're afraid to talk to this girl, how can you tell this girl, hey, shorty, suck my dick?
Right.
How? If you're afraid to say, hey, how you doing? I'm Jabril. What's your name? Where you from? I'm from here. What you do? This is what I do. That's what's up. I don't got much time, but I'm trying to catch up with you later. Let me get your information. Not nerve-wracking, not, hey, can I get your numbers? Hey, I want to catch up with you later. So for that to be possible, I'm going to have to get your number. You take my number, whatever. And I'm going to get with you when I'm, when we schedule that. And that be that.
Right.
When you come up to the date, relax. It's another day. Do your thing. Get your money that day. That's the thing. It's like y'all say, it's not you get on your purpose to get the girl. You get on your purpose because you got balls between your legs. You're a grown-ass man. Find your purpose. Get on it. Deal with girls in between and just enjoy yourself. Find girls that you enjoy their company. Maybe it's not even the baddest looking girl. Maybe it's a girl that's like maybe a 6, but the personality's on point. Find you girls you comfortable being around. Be around them. Be yourself. Put yourself together. A lot of guys don't put themselves together and they get rejected and they wonder why they ain't got no girls. Right. Listen to what Lucario Miles, what y'all say every day. Get in the best shape that you can. Get the best situation that you can. Put on the best clothes that you can get. And just enjoy the company of being around women. And when you're a fun dude, your energy, women go off the energy. They look at, how y'all always say, the looks with them, but they want to know, how do you make them feel? And if the energy, man, you comfortable, confident, happy to be in the space, just you doing you, man, girls gonna vibe to that. The right ones gonna gravitate to that and everything gonna be well, but that's my spill, man. I'm just trying to enjoy the show for the rest of the show. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir, man. Take care, man. I'm about to be a listener now.
Peace. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So, guys, calling on is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224. Make sure you guys get the likes up. So, Real Chaos says sometimes when I approach, I feel like I'm invading their space. See, that's the thing. That's the security talking. See, that's the thing. Y'all have to understand. See, the problem is a lot of guys feel this way, though. A lot of guys feel like they're bothering the girl. A lot of guys feel like I'm invading her space. I'm I'm interrupting her situation or whatever the fuck it is. Women always, not sometimes, not once in a while, not once in a blue moon, women always want to be approached by men that they like. You understand what I'm saying? Always. Now, how are they going to know, or how are you going to know that y'all two are going to actually get along and make something happen? You have to approach. You feel what I'm saying? So what you're doing is that you're seeing which girls are going to be receptive to your approaching, because the ones who are really feeling you are going to be receptive. That's it. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all get confused because when you approach a girl who's not receptive to you, you have the perception that you're invading her space or you're bothering her and all this other stuff, because this is what you're hearing women say. Women will say, oh, I can't stand when these guys approach me in the street. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, I just want to go about my day. See, women they say half truths. Women don't tell you the full scope. You understand what I'm saying? What they really mean is, I don't want guys I don't like approaching me. You understand what I'm saying? I feel bothered when guys I'm not attracted to try to holler at me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they feel like why they have a sort of negative reaction sometimes when you approach them, because they're just saying, I'm not feeling this guy, I'm not feeling that guy, which is cool. You understand? But this is why you got to interact with a lot of girls to find the ones that's feeling you. You see what I mean? But see, a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll say, well, why don't I just, wait for choosing signals and all that? Because choosing signals is not an actual indicator that the girl is actually feeling you sexually. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what you guys don't understand about that whole thing. And on top of that, most women, I say this, most men don't know how to pick up on choosing signals. You understand what I'm saying?
Fact, if you're looking for choosing signals 9 out of 10 times and you're scared of cold approaching, you're not even at the level where you're even going to be able to detect the fucking choosing signals.
Facts.
And it's like guys are trying to say, oh yeah, like I want to do, I'm going to do a judo flip that a black belt can do,
right?
I do a white belt, and I haven't mastered the other arts of tossing someone simply over my hip. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even prepared. You don't even have the sexual experience to detect the choosing signal because you're not cold approaching in the first place.
Exactly.
So guys are trying to get to Z, but they didn't go through A, B, and C first. And the thing is, my bad. Go ahead, Lucari. I didn't mean to cut you.
No, go ahead. You good? You good?
No, like this is another thing I want to put out to you guys right now, because a lot of guys are like, oh, what if I fuck with her? Anything. Understand this, man. Women are always going to be on some bullshit when they're dealing with the opposite gender. And what I mean by that is you can't rely on choosing signals. You can't even rely on her hitting you up. Right now, as you guys see, I just went to go fill my water, and some chick hit me up on a dating app, right? What I do a lot of the times when girls message me first is I'll say, hey, you're not normally what I go for, but I liked XYZ about you, okay? So what am I doing there? I'm hitting her with a disqualifier, but I'm giving her a backhanded compliment, right? Because she took initiative. The girl responded to me and said, oh, I don't really like that, like, bye, whatever the fuck, right? Right. And I tell you guys this story, and right now I'm dealing with this shit right now. I'm about to work it back. But this is the importance of dealing with guys that are actually in the game. I'm still womanizing right now in the air, guys. So, so the point is this. Women are going to, even when they make a pursuit or whatever it may be,
right?
Be things that you think you got in the bag, but might not go in the bag, because girls are always going to, their egos are fragile, man. So you can't sit there and let little things throw you off your game, okay? The main story is this. Even though she gave me this bullshit about, oh, blah, 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 now I'm going to have to kind of like correct her, be like, yo, you need to chill the fuck out, whatever. And that's my way of correcting it. With you guys, you can't be afraid to talk to a girl just because she's walking fast or it looks like she's busy or anything like that, because you're always going to deal with some kind of obstacle. And even if the girl messaged you first, look, she messaged me first, and I'm still dealing with an obstacle, guys.
Exactly right. So she chose you first. She did all that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? 203, call into the stream. 516-387-1224. Don't call into the Skype.
You're always going to deal with objections, guys, is the moral of the story here. Even if a girl opens you first, you're still going to deal with bullshit, gentlemen. So regardless, you just got to understand the obstacles are going to be there, and you need to jump over it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared. Oh, she looks busy. Oh, she's with friends, whatever. Bro, I've approached a group of 5 girls before and said, hey, I know you guys are probably going to go rob a bank right now or whatever, but you right there, you're cute. You're almost as cute as me. What's your name? And then all her friends will be like shocked that I was that bold and brazen about it. And I'll be like, listen, if you guys don't, if she doesn't give me the number, I'm going to snitch on all of you. I'll call the FBI, whatever the hell, right? Ha ha ha, right? Funny. Right. And then, you know, the girls will actually like, they'll kind of like egg her on and give the number because like, wow, this guy like approached all of us or whatever. And there's other times where I'll get rejected, but I've also had it before where you approach the 5, she says, no, I have a boyfriend, whatever, some bullshit like that. They'll walk away. And then one of the friends will come back with the phone number and say, she's stupid. She don't know what she was doing.
Right.
Because she was so thrown off by me doing that. And then her friends talked to her back in a sense like, yo, what are you doing? He was attractive. He came up to you like, why'd you say that? And the more of the story is girls don't even know why they do the shit that they do, guys.
Exactly.
You know, he was like, oh, no, so default response. I have a boyfriend. This will probably get this guy to leave, but I kind of want him to stay. Blah, blah, blah. So it wasn't until her friends talked to her on the side and told her, what are you doing? And then she gave back the number. So you're always going to deal with objections, guys. It's or some kind of weird bullshit. Do not be afraid. Make the approach anyway. And be prepared to take the L. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. Right.
And it's funny because like we were saying earlier about, you know, not recognizing the choosing signals is you're only really going to, this is why you got a cold approach, because you have to recognize choosing signals when you actually are talking to the girl. You see what I'm saying? Most guys are looking for choosing signals when they're standing far away from the girl. They're like, oh, she's looking at me, she's checking me out, all that other shit. That don't even matter because once you talk to the girl, that's when you need to see if she's choosing you. Meaning, if I have a conversation with the woman, I'm seeing how interested she is in me as we're having the conversation, because that's when you actually really see if the girl is choosing you. Other than that, you're just watching a whole bunch of nothing. But let's get to this. The call awesome. 850. What's going on?
Hey, it's April.
Oh shit! What's going on, girl? How you doing?
How are ya?
Good. Did you donate?
Yo.
What's going on, April? How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, so I really wonder if guys are looking at cold approaching the right way. So, like, when I think about it like in terms of selling and or recruiting, right? So when I teach these processes, for me, I think when I look at recruiting and you take somebody that's a really good seller and they just feel like they don't have time to go recruit or whatever, and you talk to them about the fact that recruiting people, i.e. cold approaching, is selling them on an opportunity to be with you. Right?
Exactly.
So if you guys looked at it like that, and, you know, obviously when you're selling, you're not always going to make the sale. It's the same thing. When you're cold approaching and you are dealing with women, you're not always going to get that girl. But the more interactions you have, the more you can kind of weed through who is the person that's going to be receptive, who's not going to be receptive. And I think to Myron's point, where you have somebody that, you know, initially like shuns you, but then turns around and comes back. It's the same thing. Like if you're recruiting somebody and their manager standing right there, they may be like, oh no, I'm not interested. But you gave them your card and said, well, hey, if you know anybody, like, you know, send them my way. And then they'll turn around and like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but, you know, sorry, I couldn't talk to you. My friends were standing there or whatever, but I really want to, you know, like grab a drink or whatever, because they're just not willing to do it in front of the people or whatever. So I think that really when you think about, you know, cold approaching, it really is about recruiting them to give them an opportunity to be with you or get to know you.
Facts.
Real and then they either take the opportunity or they don't. And it's not really your loss. It's really just giving you the opportunity to quickly like take it or quickly cut your losses and move on. And it's like, there's no sweat off your back. You lost nothing because you went into it with nothing.
That's real talk. See, that's the game right there, guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, flipping that and understanding that you're giving the person the opportunity. You understand? A lot of times y'all are approaching women and thinking, oh my God, I hope she likes me and I don't want her to reject me. So you're looking at it like you're begging her for something. You understand what I'm saying?
A lot of guys go into it with what I call I hope she likes me game. Which I tell guys all the time, you don't run I hope she likes me game. You run take it or fucking leave it game. You know? And my thing is when I cold approach girls, like I'm kind of like screening them out, right? And trying to see if they're actually sexually available or whatever. Because girls will sit there and waste your time if you let them. Because like there's two spectrums, okay? So you got one spectrum where she's gonna reject you off rip, like she ain't gonna talk to you, whatever. I have a boyfriend immediately when you walk up, cool. Right. Then there's another spectrum where she's gonna sit there and talk with you, right? Like, and she'll tell you at the end, oh, by the way, I'm married or I have a boyfriend, whatever, because she enjoys the attention of a guy approaching her that, you know, quite frankly, probably has more balls than her husband. Because if she actually liked him, she wouldn't entertain. She would have told you right away, yeah, I got a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those are the two extremes. You kind of want to be in the middle somewhere where you meet a girl that is like open to dealing with you and is single. You know what I'm saying? So the other thing too that I want guys to really internalize, and I'm going to tell you guys this from personal experience. Guys look at me and say, well, Myron, you're an Aladdin, you're a Chad, you're 6'3", that's why you get girls. Bro,
they called you an Aladdin?
Yeah, just call me Aladdin, bro. Yeah, man. I hate these motherfuckers, bro. So it's my boy. He be calling me an Aladdin. But the point is that I get rejected too, guys. I take hella L's, bro. Like I'm losing girls all day, every day, bro. Right. So and the thing is, when I do night game, guys, right? When I go out to the clubs and bars here in Miami, I easily go 1-4, somewhere between 20 to 40, easy. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I have to make so many approaches is because a lot of girls be on some bullshit, wasting time, whatever it is. So I quickly cut my losses and I move on. Could I sit there and game the girl and see if we could build up traction? No, because I don't want to deal with low interest girls. That's too much of a headache, especially in a night game venue. The whole purpose when you go out and night game is to get quick sex, because the thing is that you have a high concentration of attractive women in one geographic area. So you need to maximize that. You don't want to sit there and build attractions with some chick. Fuck that. So at least that's how I run it. I mean, you could number collect too. But the point I'm trying to make is you're going to get rejected a lot. Okay. I go 1 for 20 to 40. And I want you guys to internalize this too. A lot of the time when you get rejected, it ain't even your fucking fault, man. Right. Some other shit. Like she broke up with her boyfriend. She's on her period. Her friends are drunk and she's annoyed. Her feet hurt. Like there's multiple reasons women will.
She just got fired.
Yeah, like women aren't like men, bro. Like if you're having a bad day, but some bad chick comes up to you and says, "Oh, hey, you're cute. Like, what's your name?" That's you're like, "Oh, okay. Hey, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? You're gonna perk up. All right, yeah, whatever. Women don't operate that way. Right. Like, their emotions control their reality.
I will say, in all fairness, I'm not going to tell a guy, "Hey, you're cute," because most guys are too busy looking at their phone. So I am notorious for literally putting my hand in front of their phone and saying, "What's so interesting down here that you can't look up and see what's happening out here?"
Well, I'll say this, just to finish up.
Then it's like, okay, if they talk to me, cool. If they don't, then like, all right, well, you keep looking at your phone and see how that works for you.
Yeah, I think walk out on them.
Those guys do that because they're nervous and shit. That's what that is.
Facts.
You're right.
Yeah, they're definitely nervous when they're doing that type of shit. But yeah, man. So guys, just understand you might get rejected for anything, and quite frankly, a female's emotions are dictate how they're gonna react. So if she's having a bad day, she's gonna reject you off rip, no matter how good looking you are, how much money you got, how much status you got, how much game you got. She's gonna reject you, not even open the door for you even to play the game, because her emotions control her reality. Versus for men, if you're if you're at a gas station somewhere and you're having a terrible day, but some baddie walks up to you, you're gonna be able to logically deduct, oh, okay, I'm having a terrible day, but this girl's hot. Yeah, okay, I'll talk to you. Because you know what I'm saying? Like that's how men, like we're logically sound. We're trying to look for sex in a pragmatic way to get it, right? Or sorry, a logical way to get it. Women don't operate that way. It's like, it's got to be the right time, place. She's got to feel good. She's got to be in the zone. She's got to have the energy right. You know what I'm saying? The vibes got to be right for her to really like want to do it. This is why it's so important when you deal with a chick that you make her feel a certain way for her to have sex with you. Versus women, I always say, are like, men are light switches, instantly get turned on and off. Women, the volume now, man, you got to turn that thing nice and slow so you don't blow the speaker out. So I think once you guys internalize that, they'll be able to kind of like understand that a lot of the time you get rejected, it's not really your fault. So I just want to say that.
Well, let me pick it back off something you said, Myron. It's like a woman can have a bad day at work, come home and not want to have sex. A dude can have a bad day at work, internalize that shit, come home, still want to fuck, and say, "I'll worry about work tomorrow. I'm home now. Let me go ahead and get this ass."
Right.
Facts.
No, that's real talk. That's real talk. And so, and because you guys need to understand that, or if you understand that, then you won't project your mindset as a man onto the woman. because that's what most of these guys do. They say, oh, well, she must have not liked me because I wasn't good looking enough. No, you don't like the girl because she's not good looking enough. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, oh, well, she must have not liked me because of this and this and that. And it's like, no, you didn't like the girl because of this and this and that. So you got to understand, this is like what Myra was saying, was that there's a lot of times where shit may not actually have anything to do with you. You see what I'm saying? And see, the thing is that a lot of times what will happen is that women, they're going to process and, like look at things from a certain perspective that you may not ever think about. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not even thinking about that shit. It's like a whole different fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Like, bro, you could like meet up. Like, she might not like the shoes you wear, bro. Like, women will always I always say, like, guys look for a reason to rationalize having sex with a girl. Women are always looking for something to disqualify a guy. You know what I mean? Like, for them, they have so many options that they're trying to weed out losers, And going back to what Lacara said, because we talked about this too. Even though women have an abundance of options, that doesn't necessarily mean that they like those options. But the problem where you guys are dealing with, because a lot of guys think, oh, she has so many options, that's why she's like fucking insufferable. No, yeah, she has a lot of options, but the reality is few of those guys are actually worthy options. The other thing too is that her perception of reality has been skewed because since she's getting validated all the time, she thinks she's better than what she really is. But the reality is a lot of these guys don't even measure up to what she really wants. So for them, it's more about, like they've done experiments with this. Like, you give someone a menu, right? And there's too many choices. They literally have a harder time picking than if you told them, hey, there's only 3 things on the menu. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's kind of how it is with women. Like, they have a huge buffet and they don't really know what to pick. So they're always looking for things to like weed out. You know what I'm saying? So with you as a guy, she could find anything about you to weed you out, man. Like, it's just what it is. And sometimes it's out of your control. Here, I'll give you guys a quick little story real quick, man. So about a week and a half ago, I went out on a date with this chick, right? Bro, everything was like on point. We went to like 2 to 3 bars. She was following my lead, like, easy compliance. When I told her let's do this. Yeah, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. No resistance at all. Right? Done. Get her back to the spot. And I we were kissing, everything like that. So I get her back to the spot, and I grabbed her by the back of her head, right? Grabbed by the roots, obviously, right? And I kissed her. As soon as I did that, she pulled back and she said, I gotta go. And I was like, the fuck? and then I was like, what? And then she like kind of like just rushed out, whatever. I was like, yo, what's wrong? And she was like, but here's the thing, in the back of my mind, I already knew I triggered something. But I just didn't know what, right? Because like when everything is going smooth like that, do something like kind of like minuscule that typically most women would like, something was off. Right. So she leaves, and we're talking on the phone when she's about to leave. She calls me. She says, "Listen, I'm so sorry. My ex-husband tried to kill me, and he grabbed my hair like that."
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and here's the thing: regardless of whether it's true or not, I always say the medium. Shout out to Roland Tomas. He always says the medium is the message. Regardless if it was true or not, the point is that when I grabbed their hair like that, something happened that triggered some kind of bad memory that made her destroy the whole like vibe and like because she was DTF, man. I was like grabbing her, whatever. So something happened. Right. Now, I'm here to tell you guys that if you do that to most girls, they're gonna get turned on. So that was out of my control. Like I didn't fucking know that she almost got killed by her husband or whatever the fucking. Right. I just ruined the mood by grabbing the back of her hair. You know what I'm saying? So the moral of the story is this, guys. You are not. There's going to be things that are out of your control, and there's going to be preconceived notions that some of these women have that you're going to match. That's automatically going to disqualify you. I've had girls tell me, "You talk like my ex-boyfriend. I can't do this. You look like a certain guy that I had a bad experience with." Blah blah fucking blah. There's a million things that a girl will disqualify you for. So I tell you guys all this to say this: regardless of how the date's going, how many girls you're dealing with, whatever it may be, you need to always be sourcing women because, quite frankly, just like this situation here, girls are always looking for something to disqualify you. Now, was she necessarily looking to disqualify me? No, but I did a minor thing that triggered some kind of bad memory, and boom, I lost a set. You know what I'm saying? It was the dub. Take the L, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, man.
That shit happens more than people think. It happens more than people think.
Because a lot of girls have been through, and I guess we'll cover this subject. A lot of girls have been through some crazy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Where like dudes have done some wild shit, whatever it may be, and it like kind of fucks them up. So you might trigger a memory simply by saying something, by acting a certain way, even dressing a certain way, and that's gonna immediately turn her off. Because what do we always say, guys? Women are slaves to their emotions. So even though I did this action, it made her feel a certain way, and it killed the vibe. Because women gotta feel good to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, and actually enjoy it. Men, it's like, oh, okay, all right, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? We just get ready. So the moral of the story, guys, there's going to be things that are unforeseen that you can't control that will fuck you up. So that's why it's so important to source other women. That's my
facts. Real talk. Wait, April, we still got you on the line. So I wanted to ask you why. Yes, I wanted to know what makes you disqualify a guy when he approaches you. Like, is it you're like, okay, I don't like the way this guy looks, the way he talks, is his appearance, his breath stink. Like, what makes you be like, nah, I'm good, like off the bat?
I would say, I mean, for me, confidence is key. Like, I'll talk to almost anyone if they're confident, as long as they smell good. Like, take a shower, like, put on some deodorant, cologne, whatever, brush your teeth. Like, if you have bad breath, like, I'm done. I can't even, right? But yeah, I mean, I think, and then from there, it just depends on if I feel like, there's a physical attraction and again, I think I'm always like good for somebody that can make me laugh and then it's good. But I mean, like, these people that like are stumbling over their words, and that's where I would say, like, practice makes perfect. Like, you don't have to be, talking to women and knowing or avoiding talking to women, knowing you're not going to get that girl or that girl's not your type or whatever. But practice. And where somebody said, like, talk to the animals or whatever, like, that might be the easiest way for you to break in and start talking to the owner that's attached to that dog. And then it's easy because there's a distraction and there's a common thing that you can talk about that isn't going to necessarily have you initially tripping over your words, so that you can, in fact, then have a conversation with that person until you get comfortable doing, something that's a little bit more bold where the person does not have an animal attached to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
April, do you mind if I answer a question right quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation, I'm sure you have, but have you ever been in a situation where you were down to have sex with a guy, but he said and or did something that made you abruptly change your mind?
Of course.
I've been down to have sex with somebody, and it wasn't necessarily anything he did. I mean, I will say, in all fairness, in that moment, I was totally a size queen, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna."
Because so the D wasn't big enough, and he was like, "I'm not gonna do it."
Yep, I was like, "I'm not adding another person to my account."
See,
that.
What have we always said? Women loathe bad sex, and if they look at the size of your shit, they be like, "I can't even work with that. I can't do nothing with that."
That's crazy. That's messed up, April. You mean, up, man? That's messed up. You have all these guys.
Okay, but I'm being honest,
bro. Lucario.
I mean, I will say, okay, here, but I'll tell you. Okay, I went on a date not too long ago, and I knew, like, and actually, initially the date was going well, right? And then this guy started talking to me about he had been engaged and his fiance had 2 kids. And then something happened with her sister. Like, either she was on, like, in a drug rehab or had passed away. Something like pretty serious, right? And her parents and the sister had 2 kids. So the fiance and this guy that I was on the date with had a conversation. She was going to take the kids. He was like, "If you take the kids, I'm not staying in this relationship." So the girl's parents said that she would take the kids. Well, in the moment, in the courtroom, the judge said, no, the parents can't have the kids. And the woman had to make the snap decision, either take the sister's kids or not take the kids. And she took the kids, and the guy left her. And so he's telling me this on the date. And I knew in that moment, I would never sleep with him. And B, I would never go out with him again because I thought, what a fucking dick. This guy literally was asking this woman to choose between him and her family. And I just don't like, I'm not saying like I hold like all the values of family, right? But I think for me, like I would never ask somebody to choose between me and their family, especially if this is somebody that you were going to marry in the future. So it was a complete and total turnoff in that moment.
Right. See, and this is the thing. This is what I want you guys to understand is if you notice, this is what women do. Women will have situations where they're like, oh, this happened. I'm not going to have sex with this guy. As for us, we look at a chick and we like, okay, this is a red flag. I'm only going to have sex with her once, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what happens. Real quick, I want to address something. Princess X is right. Unsolicited dick pics is a turnoff. Even if a woman likes the way your shit looks, right. you ain't gonna fuck her. And G Money, bro. Yep. When women when they pick and choose guys with big dicks, you can't get mad at that, bro.
Yeah. For all the guys in here, if you send a girl a dick pic and she's not your girl or a woman that you're consistently having sex with, that's just low IQ, bro. Like it's just dumb. Like what? Like women are not visual like men, man. Like just like we don't give a fuck how much money a girl makes. A girl really doesn't give a fuck about, like, she cares. Your looks get you through the door, but she's gonna need way more than that to continue to want to really fuck with you. So sending her a penis, right, is not gonna be the same as her sending you pics of her tits, because women aren't as visual as we are. So like that's just a low IQ move. Anytime you send a chick a dick pic, unsolicited pics, man.
Right. Facts. Now, real talk. So guys, make sure you hit the like button. You feel what I'm saying? The caller number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Well, let me see how much likes we got on here right now. So we got almost 350 people watching, 176 likes. Let's get it up to at least 200 likes up in here in the building. Let's let me shout out to all the people who donated. Shout out to Cameron with the $10 donation. Black Book Basics, shout out to y'all with the $15 donation. Appreciate it. Shout out to Shatasha Jones with the $20 donation. Appreciate you. You feel what I'm saying? Also, shout out to Christopher with the donation, and shout out to my dude Joseph with the donation. You feel what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody tuning in and sending the donations.
Locario, I was gonna say, should we tell them about the upcoming show
before I go?
Say it again.
Go ahead, April.
I said, can I just say something before I go?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, unless you just want me to hang out.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You say something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you guys, you gotta get these Did You Donate masks. They're so cute.
I know. We got the Did You Donate masks on Teespring. Click that link below to get to get the mask. You know what I'm saying? I just ordered some. They coming through. You feel what I'm saying? And we got the t-shirts. They're awesome. So we got the hashtag Did You Donate face masks and t-shirts popping off. And we got some hoodies too. So make sure you guys, click those links below and get it cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So once mine's come in the mail, I'm gonna start wearing those, and you guys will see and all that other stuff, how fly it looks. You feel me?
Yo, Locario, I was gonna say, bro, should we tell them about?
Guys, have a great rest of your show.
I appreciate it.
Peace.
Later, April. Should we make the announcement, Locario, here?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yo, guys. So for those that are watching, because we got a lot of viewers in here, Locario and Miles are going to be here in Miami, Florida in November. It's going to be the what day? It's going to be November 23rd, right?
Right.
Yeah, November 23rd. We're going to do the End the Game podcast live here in Miami, Florida, that we typically do.
That shit gonna be fire.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get to see us chopping it up in person, and talk about, basically running game in New York City, Miami, being in the game, all that stuff. As you guys know, we should have called it. It's the Interstate 95 connection, because from Miami, Florida, New York City is Interstate 95. So definitely tune into that, guys. We're gonna figure out a time, but it's gonna be November 23rd. So mark your calendars, guys. It's gonna be lit.
Right. Facts. Real talk. So guys, make sure you hit that donate button. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. You feel what I'm saying? So K-Zag 20, what's your thoughts on the whole cold approaching, getting hotter girls? Because you can't, I want to hear
Well, this is a fact. Okay, very few guys, even if they are considered the top good-looking guys, get approached on a regular basis, or even get choosing signals. This is the reality. I would say, out of the women that actually gave me choosing signals, maybe only 20% were women I would fuck with.
Right.
So even if you're getting choosing signals, you're getting it from women you don't want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, and as your point, if you want to deal with hot, attractive women, you're going to have to walk up and say, "Hi, my name is."
Right.
Okay, that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? And as you said it earlier, guys who on YouTube who have that goofy ass shit, calling cold approach beta and you a simp and all this goofy shit. Okay, all these guys have been hurt by a girl before.
Right.
They've had their feelings hurt, they've had their pride or ego hurt. And so the reason why they're not cold approaching anymore is because they don't want to feel the pain of rejection. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is. And the reality of it is, as both you brothers alluded to, rejection is not really about you. It's kind of like when a woman cheats on you, it's not really about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's women are going to do stuff that benefits them. Period. You know what I'm saying? And they're not really thinking about you like that. You know, they're not looking at you like, I'm trying to reject him. I want to hurt his feelings. No, most women ain't trying to do that shit. All they're trying to do is have a good night and not be pestered by someone they're not into. Okay, that's all that is. But again, gentlemen, the reality of it is, and I dare anyone to come on this show that does YouTube content and prove to us that motherfucker is getting badass bitches by just sitting at the bar by himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Prove that shit. I want to see it. I want to know what the fuck are you doing.
These dudes got some bullshit about that.
Right.
No, you're not gonna get no hot chicks unless you're gonna either have to cold approach, have an impeccable Instagram, or like have some kind of clout. But there's no way around it, guys. You're gonna have to, and regardless, you're gonna have to learn the game anyway. Because I always say having money without game is like giving a fucking kid dynamite, bro. You're gonna get your hand blown off because you don't know what to do. You know?
Right. And it's interesting that what you said, K-Zagan, about how, you know, when a woman's rejecting you, it's not a thing where she's like, ha ha ha, look at me reject. You understand? Now you have some women who are like that because they're just bitches. You understand? And they get up on that because they have insecurities and they like to put people down. So that's just their character, right? Actually, in a lot of cases, women don't like to have to reject you. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not gonna. They may not be interested, so they have to reject you. You understand what I'm saying? This is why sometimes you'll have a chick who she'll reject you nicely because she actually feels bad about having to reject you because she's like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, but I'm really not interested and blah, blah. And the thing is, she respects the fact that you approached her, but she's not interested because she's just not interested. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's the thing is that just like how you may feel some sort of like feeling or anxiety to go and approach, women also feel funny to have to reject you, or sometimes even feel funny interacting with you when they like you, because they might like you and they feel nervous. They're like, shit, this really attractive guy, interesting guy is talking to me. Oh my God, I hope I'm not looking stupid. I hope he doesn't think my hair looks funny. You understand what I'm saying? So she's nervous talking to you also. And sometimes a woman might actually reject you just based off of reflex. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is just a response that happens, just like Myron said earlier, where, you know, he was walking by them girls and she was like, oh, I got a boyfriend. And then her friends came back and gave her a number like, oh, she was just being stupid, because just off a reflex, she just says that. You see what I'm saying? Because of her nervousness. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing guys gotta understand. But go ahead, K-Zagan.
No. What I was gonna say is this. You can hear me, right? My shit is okay.
Oh, you good?
Okay, so what I was gonna say is a lot of times when women reject you, what they'll do is they'll give you the phone number and just won't answer your fucking call.
Right.
Okay. Or if you set up a date, they will agree to go on it and not show up. Okay?
Right.
And all that is delayed rejection. Some women, they are so afraid of face-to-face shit because women are passive aggressive, so they don't like confrontation. And unfortunately, some women have been physically accosted and berated by men because they've been rejected. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a woman, if you've ever been cursed out and called out your name, or you had a guy actually hit you, which I've heard of dudes smacking, punching chicks, hitting them over the head with a bottle, shit like that. If you've ever a woman and you experienced that, you're not going to want to reject guys face to face. You're going to be like, okay, here's my number. Okay. Right. And the reason why they'll give you the number is because most guys are game goofy anyway, and they know once you get the number, you leave. You know what I'm saying? So they'll give you the number just to get you the fuck out of their face. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be delayed rejection. So it is what it is, man.
Right. Now that's some real talk. That's some real talk. And that's something that dudes don't understand, because they be like, well, why'd she give me the number and she don't pick up? You understand what I'm saying? Because she wasn't interested in the first place. And like you said, she could have been in a situation where something crazy fucking happened before. So she's like, you know what? Instead of getting into a confrontation or having a dude try to come at me on some physical shit, I'm going to give my number to everybody. Or I'm going to give them a number. They might have a fucking Google number they're giving you or some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like some shit that they give to motherfuckers just to get them to, you know what I'm saying? Just get the shit that you're pushing. You see,
a Google voice number or a text now or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you guys can't take this serious. You can't take it personally and take it seriously, because the thing is, you have to understand the game from all angles. This is when you really are a dude who's on point in the game. When you understand the shit from all fucking angles. When you're not just looking at it from your perspective, you're looking at it from all different types of angles, so that you'll understand certain things and you'll see what's really going on out here. But let's get to this 111 number. Hopefully this ain't a goddamn troll.
Troll, here we go.
What's poppin'?
How big is your deck?
What's poppin'? Who this?
What's going on, man? What's up? This MGTOW English. I donated on the paper. I don't know if it's gone through.
What's going on with you, man? Appreciate it. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I'm just a bit late to the stream. So you're talking about cold approaching.
Yes, sir. What's your new cold approach?
So what'd you say?
I said, do you cold approach?
Yeah, I cold approach. Yeah.
Okay. And how is that working out for you, bro?
Well, in my opinion, I will be honest, when I cold approach, I do get a lot of rejections, but eventually I do get a few numbers and a few successes. But, I've tried out different ways. For me personally, when I first started cold approaching, when I was about 19, and I'll cold approach the normal way. So I'll go up and I'll be like, I'll try indirect and I'll try direct. So I'll give you an example of some of the scenarios. So I'll go up to, a girl, I'll be like, hey, what's your name, etc. You look nice, man. Where you going? Can I get your number, etc. And I'll repeat that, or I'll be indirect. I'll be like, where the directions to this bus stop is, and I'll be like, can I get your number, etc. And then now I just give them my business card, So I'll be like, I just want to say you look really nice, but I'm in a hurry. But take my business card, and my business card will have my number on it, my LinkedIn and things like that,
right?
And I think that is the business card way is a more faster way for me to basically do more approaches, because I feel like when I approach with my business card, I'm more comfortable, because it's as because anyone can take a business card. You see what I mean? Right.
Well, the thing I also want to point out is what you said about getting a lot of rejections. I think guys need to understand that cold approaching is going to yield you a lot of rejections. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's part of the whole game. So a lot of guys, they're scared to approach because they're like, well, I don't want to get rejected. That's going to happen. I think guys need to embrace the rejection that's going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it might happen, or who knows, or it's going to. You understand what I'm saying? And I think once you get past that, then it's going to be easier for you to get the shit going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, when 100%, you do get rejections. Like, take me for example. Like, I'm above average in looks. I'm 6 to 6'1", and I get rejected, all the time. And there's times where, before I cold approach, I feel really nervous, and I'll just be standing there for like half an hour trying to figure out, what girl I'm gonna approach, and things like that. So, that was usually in my beginning stages. And then there's times where I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go and approach. I'll approach girls in groups sometimes, and it does feel hard sometimes when you do it. But when you do it, it gives you more of a confidence boost. And then, you know, when you eventually do meet a girl and stuff, you can use that confidence in the pursuit of the girl, and that can help you in other areas.
Right. Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. That's real talk, bro. But yo, man, I appreciate your call, my brother. I'll get a few more of these before we get up out of here, but appreciate the call, man. All right.
All right, take care.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, let's get to 510. 510 was popping. Who's this?
Hey, Mr. Carl, this is Manny from California.
What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yes, I did.
All right, what's good with you, man? Appreciate the donation. What's going on?
Yeah, so one thing I did want to say, I definitely, well, you probably don't remember, me, you, and Steve's conversation from 2 weeks ago when I was calling in about me dropping money on my chick's body surgery.
Wait, say that again?
I don't know if you remember the conversation that I had with you and Steve 2 weeks ago about me, I guess, dropping money on a chick of mine's body surgery.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I remember. Yeah, I remember you. You were saying that there was a chick you was messing with, and you know, you was going to spend $2,000 to get to help her get her surgery and all that. So what happened? What's going on with that?
Yeah. So when I got off on the phone with you and Steve on it, I thought about it. It made sense. And I had a conversation with her about it. And we made plans. We made plans to get it for me to go with her to Tijuana next month to get it done. But instead of next month, I told like, hey, if this is something you truly want to do, come up with the money, your own self, you know, because you're not going to appreciate the body as much if I throw down money on it. So you come up with the money and reschedule the surgery. And, you know, at first, you know, she was kind of, you know, mad about it, but then she understood where I'm coming from on it. And now it's been rescheduled for the January.
Okay. So she coming up with her own money to get the surgery. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
that's
then.
correct.
That's what's up. See, that's how you do it. So have her invest in her own shit so that when she gets shit popping, you understand what I'm saying? Then that's all on her. It's not her using you to have herself come up, and you understand what I'm saying? So at least if anything goes left, at least you didn't, you know, put your money down. You understand what I'm saying? on a chick who would have been playing you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a quick comment on this, man. Yo, caller, whatever you do, bro, you made the right decision. Never, and I mean never, under any circumstances, guys, pay for some kind of cosmetic surgery for a woman, bro. Don't do it. Because here's the thing. I live in Miami. Miami's like pretty much us and LA fight each other every year for the plastic surgery capital of the United States. And I literally know girls here that will date a guy simply to get their boobs done, bro. So don't, and then they'll leave them as soon as that's done, or they'll get their ass done, whatever it may be. Do not invest and spend money in a woman's cosmetic surgery, because this is what's going to happen. She's going to use you to pay for it. She's going to become more attractive. She's going to start posting these new pics on Instagram. Next thing you know, NFL player is going to take your chick. So don't be a simp, bro. Don't pay for these girls' surgery. You're basically paying for her to be able to elevate to talk to higher value men than you that she's going to replace you with, bro. Like, these girls always have an ulterior motive when they want you to pay for their fucking surgery, man.
Facts. You hear that, caller?
I heard that. Right on.
Right. So hey, you know, I'm glad to hear that, you know, you ain't going down that road and spending, you know, shit on her like that. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying. And I do have one other question pertaining to the cold approaching.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so every time that I do cold approach, how do I say? There are times where I do get the phone number, but then they don't call me back, whatever, just chalk it up to the game. But I've been noticing every time that I do get their phone number, and I in our conversation in the text message, I asked them for their IG, then
why
go MIA. But But keep in mind, I had to listen to everything what you say about your page on IG, that they watch your page with alert. So I don't have anything on my page that would show as a red flag to a woman. But I'm thinking, should I just not ever ask them for their IG?
Why are you asking?
You know,
Hey, hold on, caller. Go ahead, KZ.
Okay, why? Look, God damn it. I just did a video talking about man, when you deal with women, it must be intentional and purposeful. Do you want to fuck or do you want to look at her pics? What do you want to do? Why are you asking for her IG? Now, if she wants to give it to you and addict it to her phone number, cool, take it. See what the fuck she be doing in her spare time. I ain't mad at that. But you get her phone number, and instead of texting her, hey, when are you free so we can get together? You text her, what's your IG? What's up with that, man?
So at first, I do set up the time, the date, and the location to meet up. And then once I got that established, I asked them for their IG because I want to see, more about them on their IG. Okay. I want to do it's my own snooping around.
Okay, you're hustling backwards, bro. once you set up the date, do the date. Do the date. Now, if you're on a date and y'all start talking about social media and it comes up, then you can be like, oh, by the way, you have an IG? And then go from there. But get to the date.
Right.
You're right about the wrong shit.
Let me ask you a question. Do you follow her on Instagram?
I do.
See, that's probably the problem right there. Because how many followers you got on Instagram?
I mean, I don't really have that much, just like 100.
Myron.
See, you see how he put a nail in his own coffin? She was down through the date. And Myron, I know you're about to say it. When you asked for the IG, she went to your shit and said, nah, I'm not going to do the date now. But Myron, go ahead and take it.
Bro, I mean, yo, how old are you, caller?
I'm 30.
Okay, and how old was the girl that you were talking to?
25.
So this is your fuck up, bro. You got to understand that if you're gonna give a girl your Instagram, bro, it needs to be optimized, man. Like if your shit, you got like no followers, you got low value pictures, whatever. No matter how much game you had, it's still gonna hurt you. You understand? Because girls, especially younger women, that's why I asked you how old she was, put a lot of stake on Instagram, bro. Like a lot. You understand? So if you don't have a good Instagram, don't fucking give that shit, like at all. Just always try to get a number closed or whatever. And if she asks you for an IG, if your IG is trash, just tell her I don't got one. You know what I mean? Because you're better off using like text messaging and WhatsApp or whatever it may be to communicate versus Instagram. Instagram, you literally have to really know what the fuck you're doing to have a good one. Now, if you guys want to look at a good Instagram, look at my boy Fresh Prince CEO. He's my co-host on the show. He has an Instagram that basically like uses that to just get chicks on demand. So you have to pretty much optimize your shit to get there. Now, here's the thing. It takes time. You got to know what you're doing. There's a bunch of strategies that you got to do when it comes to posting and DMing and all these other things, which we're going to put in we're releasing an Instagram course at the end of the year. So don't worry, guys. I know people have been asking us for it a million times, but we're going to teach you guys how to do it. But the long story short is if you're going to use the Instagram route, your shit definitely has to be optimized, bro, because it can only hurt you if it's not optimized. So don't do Instagram exchanges if your shit isn't optimized. So she's gonna, even if she liked you, bro, she might have even liked you, but she saw your IG, it's like, yeah, nah, this dude's a bum. Because girls, like the thing is that women look at Instagram as like kind of like a highlight reel of your life, you know? Right. So if you don't have a highlight reel, they're gonna look at, oh, this dude doesn't have any highlights. But what they don't understand is that men just don't give a shit about taking pictures everywhere they fucking go.
Right.
But girls do. That's why when you're on a boat, you're doing something cool, whatever, and there's women around, bro, every single one of these chicks has their phone taking a selfie, whatever. Because women treat experiences much differently than men do. Women like to go on experiences and document the shit so that they can flex on their friends, their female friends, ex-boyfriends, whatever it may be. Women love flexing their lifestyle. That's why I always say women thirst trap with their bodies, men thirst trap with their lifestyle. So if you can display a certain lifestyle, she's going to love that. So if you can't display that on your Instagram, it's an L. Don't give it out because girls put a lot of stake on your IG, especially younger women, man. So this was a fuck up on your part, man. But you know, it is what it is. Just be smart next time. Either optimize Instagram or don't use it.
Right, because like Myron, like you were saying earlier, women find ways to disqualify guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she found the way to disqualify you. She was like, "Oh, this guy's cool," but then she saw the Instagram and she was like, "Uh-oh." Like, there we go. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me say this, caller, and for anyone listening, when you meet these women, if your main motivation for dealing with said woman is for sex, make sure everything you do and or say is geared to that.
Right.
Stop doing extra shit. You're doing extra shit. Well, the date is already set, so let me communicate and ask her some this goofy shit. So, what's your IG, bro? No, don't. What will Carly tell you all the time?
Right.
Okay? The day of the date or the day before the date, you reach out, you make sure she's still coming, and that's it. And you broke the cardinal rule, and then in doing so, you said some goofy shit. And you didn't think it was goofy, so I'm not saying that it's your fault. But when you did that, she said, "Oh, well, I wasn't even thinking about no fucking Instagram shit. But since he brought it up,
right,
let me go see his shit." And as Myron said, once she saw your shit, she said, "He has a boring lifestyle. He's no fun." And then that was it for you, bro.
Right.
And here's the thing: you could be fun and a cool guy, but she ain't gonna know because women think that men use Instagram the same way they do, but like we don't. So she's gonna look at that and I always tell guys, bro, in the Instagram world, like the social media world, women are almost always gonna have higher perceived status than you. And what I mean by that is that they're gonna have more followers, more likes, all this other shit. And these vanity metrics make a lot of girls think that they're better than the average guy. I hate to say it like that, but that's the reality. Right. So you can't put yourself in a position where, quite frankly, you handicapped yourself, bro. Like really, like
stupid.
You just made a fuck up. Huge. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, you got to understand something. A woman can't fuck a guy she thinks that she's better than. You understand? Unless she's a prostitute. Unless you understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Lucario, hold on. One more time, please.
A woman can't fuck a guy she thinks she's better than. It's not going to happen.
Boom.
The only way she can do that is you got to pay her. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, there we like that right there. Because if she perceives herself to have higher status than you, which on Instagram, more than likely she is, unless your shit is optimized, like I told you, she's automatically thinks she's higher value than you and she ain't gonna want to fuck with you, bro.
Right. So for example, listen, I am an accomplished author, dating, and life coach. You understand what I'm saying? I've sold thousands of books, helped thousands of men and women and all this other stuff. I only have about maybe 3,600 followers on Instagram. There's a girl right now who has 100,000 followers on Instagram who doesn't do shit but take pictures in her bedroom. She thinks she's better than me. You understand what I'm saying? If I was to hit her up, that's how it goes.
Facts, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. So this is how they think. So you got to understand that when you're dealing with these chicks and you're doing all that shit, you understand it's going to be that way. You feel me?
Young chicks, bro. Like you guys that are dealing with younger women under like 28 under, 30 under, they're gonna take Instagram very seriously, bro. So you can't fuck up and give it to them if your shit isn't ready, bro. So quite frankly, man, it was a fuck up, but it is what it is, bro.
Because what he said was there wasn't, I don't understand because there's not any red flags on my Instagram, but the red flag on your Instagram was that you only had 100 followers. You know,
bro. Bro, she looked at his Instagram, she looked at his shit, she was just like, game over, baby.
So Cole, I'm gonna bring you in real quick. So Cole, does any of that sinking in? Is it making sense?
Damn, y'all don't hit me with too much of that sauce. Y'all hit me right there with it.
Right.
So you're gonna remember, bro.
Right. So understand that. So as of this point, don't give chicks your Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Just stick to the phone numbers, setting up the dates, and that's it.
And don't over communicate. Over communication kills attraction, bro.
Facts.
So chill on that.
All right, man. We appreciate the call, my brother.
So then,
go ahead, real quick.
So then there's no way of me coming back from a situation with this chick.
Most likely no. Most likely no, because understand, this is what you got to understand when it comes to women, bro. See, women, let me put you on hold real quick, but you can still hear us.
Bro, this guy, he said, is there really a way, like, bro.
Really, nigga?
Because look, this is what you got to understand. See, for women, right? Once a woman has made up her mind about how she perceives you, it's over. You understand what I'm saying? And what happens is that in order for her to perceive you a different way, usually takes a long time. So for example, if like right now she's going to perceive you as, oh, this guy, he only has 100 followers, he's whack, whatever like that, right? Now, let's say within 6 months, right, you had 250,000 followers, your Instagram was lit, you feel what I'm saying? And she just sort of ran across you at the park somewhere or wherever, and you looking fresh and all that other stuff. She gonna be like, oh shit, is that the same? Hold on, that's the wait. Now she's looking at you totally different. But what happens is that to get from there to where you're at now to there is going to take time for her to perceive you differently. So basically, what the best course of action for you to do is to get rid of her and start fresh with a new chick. And then make sure that you're not showing her your fucking Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you got to understand is that you don't want to show anything or display anything that will be perceived as whack or undesirable or weak or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Because women, like Myron said, they're looking for shit to disqualify you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how women think. You understand? This is why game is so important. And this is why mouthpiece is so important. This is why confidence is so important. All these different things. Because women jump to conclusions really quickly. And then they stick to that conclusion they jump to. And that's the fucking end of it. Because then they get stuck in their feelings based off of those perceptions and conclusions. So a lot of times what happens is because you're doing a certain thing, that's what makes you fuck up. A lot of the game actually that will make your game tighter is to do less. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tighter. Just like K Zagan was saying. He said, bro, don't over communicate. Don't over text. When you set that date, that should have been the end of it. But you was like, oh, what's your IG? Let me do this. Let me do more things. You did more shit. And then that shit fucked the situation up.
Bro, I just got to say this real quick, man. Like, bro.
Perfect.
Yo, caller, you got to understand. Whatever you say and do can be used against you in the court of womanese. You understand? So you got to treat chicks like the police, bro. You ain't talking, you ain't saying too much. You're just going to say what's required so that you don't so you can make the shit go down, just make it happen. Less is more a lot of the time. And quite frankly, mystery is intriguing, right?
Right.
So the only way that you're going to get out of this slump, right? I know we've been messing with you a little bit, having a little bit of fun, but the reality is this. So just like Lucario said, you're going to have to make a 180 fucking degree switch for her to take you seriously. So what's going to happen is you're going to need, and we talked about this literally on our podcast yesterday, how to get a girl back. But with Instagram, like some shit like this, you're basically going to have to come up heavy, right? And then you're going to have to let time happen, right? Because I always say time, fosters, what's it called? It increases desire. Then you're going to have to be a completely different guy from the dude that she rejected before. You know what I'm saying? Just like Lucario was saying, you're dressed nice, you got your shit ready, your Instagram is optimized now, whatever. So you're going to have to be completely transformed for her to take you seriously again. But quite frankly, bro, I always say you're better off just meeting another girl and taking this L and learning from it than going and trying to deal with another chick, bro. It's basically like bringing trash into the house again, you know?
Right. Let me add this. Gentlemen, when you guys come on and y'all get advice and then you feel like, oh, that's some great advice, let me take this advice and apply it to a failed situation. No.
Right.
You just move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Normally it's a wrap. And to me, why would you even want to go back? You know what I'm saying? After the bitch dissed and dismissed you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. Now that you got some game, in you a little bit and you learn some shit, now you just got to apply that and step to these women with a whole renewed type of mindset and just take what you learned here today and apply that shit later. But all them bitches in your past, whether it's a week in your past or a day in your past, let them stay there. Move forward. That's how you evolve as a man. You never look back. You keep moving forward.
Facts. All right, Cole, you got all that information, all that game. You feel me?
I got all that right there. I got it.
All right, man. All right, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. I'm holla. Peace.
Appreciate it.
All right, so let's go to last call, 447, before we head up out of here. 447, what's popping? Who's this? 447 going once, going twice, and that is it. 447. I mean, 447. Okay, he ain't there. He's.
Hello?
Oh, now you want to. What's going on? Who's this?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Nez, what's going on, bro? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just in the process of donating, actually. And let me just log into my PayPal here.
All right, go ahead. What's the question, though?
Nez is hilarious.
What's the question, Nez? Go ahead.
All right, then. Yeah, well, no, it's the topic of cold approaching coming up again. I mean, you know, after call in and give my 2 cents on this, because I think we obviously spoken about this before. I think Myron Gaines was on the show one time when we spoke about it. You know, like I said, most women, from my experience, they don't want to be approached by a random guy in the street or in a public place. That the environment isn't designed for them to be open or amenable to being approached.
Oh my God.
As opposed to like a bar or a club or a social circle or like a society or something where people expect to speak to each other.
No.
And it's unless like there's something special about you, like you're super good looking.
No. Why you always come with this bullshit, man? Every fucking show.
Waste of time. You're gonna be spending, you know, hours and hours each day pounding the street.
You're gonna be spending hours and hours each day. Stop projecting your bullshit on everybody else on this panel.
With like a 3 out of 10 crackhead looking chick. In my opinion, like, you know, yeah, you're better off spending your time doing other stuff. Like
what? Watching porn ads? Is that what you suggest? Watching porn?
Improvement. Sorry, what was that?
Continue, man. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it has a very low reciprocity rate.
For you, it does. Nez, do you know who Ron Wills is? Ron Wills. You know who he is?
Yes, I do. Yes.
You know he got a recent video that says sexually inexperienced man should shut up. I ain't trying to be mean, bro.
I haven't.
It's a great video. You really should watch it. Like, you should watch the whole thing from beginning to end.
Way higher chance of succeeding in cold approach and on online dating.
Wait, say it again. Say it again, Nez.
Ron Wills acknowledges that good-looking guys have a way higher hit rate and a success ratio than average-looking guys when it comes to online dating or cold approaching. Online dating's a good-looking guy's game, a Chad's game. It's not really. It's just like cold approaching. It's not really suited for regular average to below average-looking guys. Like, guys think just because they lucked out with
Okay, Nez. So
200 times.
how many average-looking guys approach you?
Testimonial for their game.
Nez.
For their method.
Nez, hold on, Nez. How many average-looking guys to below-average guys approached you? Because you're speaking like you're speaking from the vantage point of a woman. Because only women can say what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Another man cannot say what the environment is suited for this. And you got to stand 90 degrees to the right as the sun hits your left shin. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you know what I'm saying? You're talking and you're doing what we always talk about. You're projecting your situation on other men as if other men have the same shit you have going on. There's 4 dudes on this panel that don't have no issues with women.
No, I don't need to be a woman to be wise to the ways of women and be kind of aware of reality, because I've actually gone out there and tested these methods myself, by myself and with other people. And I'm telling you now, like, if a chick doesn't like the way you look, she'll either give you the boyfriend excuse or you'll get the 30
Okay, move on to the next chick. What's the problem?
Because she has dozens upon dozens.
Okay, go holler at another chick. What's the problem?
On Tinder, on Bumble, blowing up her phone.
Okay,
So why
go holler at the next chick. What's the problem?
The approach her in the street just because he's a master of the game, quote quote unquote, when she has all those potential suitors.
So Nez, let me ask you a question. So Nez, do you think that I'm a Tyrone?
I mean, if I were to put you in a classification, I'd probably put you in a borderline Tyrone right.
I'm a Tyrone right.
Hilarious.
So wait, so is Miles a Tyrone?
Miles is a mid-tier normie.
Miles, you're a mid-tier normie. So
I'm a normie. Word? Shit.
Sorry, Miles, I didn't know you were there.
He's like, I didn't know you was there. So Miles, according to Nez, you can't cold approach, or you shouldn't, because it's going to be a waste of time.
Wow. Well, okay then. Whatever Ness says, that's all right with me, because I'm going out the cold approach tonight, nigga. I don't know what y'all niggas talking about.
Because wait,
Miles, you're a high tier normie. I take it back.
You say you're a high tier normie now.
No, nigga, don't take it back because you ain't know I was here, pussy nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, ain't the young chick you smashing? You got it through cold approach, right?
I got it through cold approach, and you was there to witness it. You witnessed it.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So Nez, how do you explain guys who are not Chads and Tyrones being able to approach girls and get them?
Okay, but what types of chicks does Miles get with though? Is it like the hot young chicks, or is it
what difference it make though? I mean,
kind of ratchet chicks?
All I know is she's 23 and a pussy tight and wet and juicy.
Right.
That's all I need to know, nigga. and she sucked dick like she's sucking a thumb. Like what? Come on, son. I don't need. That's what make her hot to me. Y'all niggas can talk all that shit y'all want to talk about. Sexual market levels and all of that dumb shit. If the bitch suck a dick like she sucked a pacifier for hours and she fucking the pussy's tight, she got the kegels. What the fuck else do I need to know? And what else do I need to prove to any of y'all niggas? Like, come on, man, y'all dudes is crazy, man.
So wait, Nez, let me ask you a question. Is
Miles?
Go ahead, Nez. Go ahead.
Now, Miles, when you go out and hit the streets or these shopping centers, shopping malls, I don't know what shopping centers you have over there. It's like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and stuff like that. Now, when you cold approach chicks in those types of scenarios, like what's your hit rate? What's your success rate?
My success rate is probably 2 out of every 10.
That's actually good.
2 out of 10. So
really good.
10 chicks, and then you have sex with 2 of them. So that's a hit rate of 20%.
Yeah.
Well,
rate of 20%.
That's a
what's more important than his hit rate is the fact that he's actually fucking approaching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he wouldn't have a fucking hit rate if he wasn't approaching, niggas.
Yo,
Come on, man.
caller, bro. All jokes aside, I gotta ask something to the caller, man. Yo, caller.
I said, what's the age range of the chicks that Miles hits on and gets with?
Age range is 20 to 40.
20 to 40.
Yes,
so you get with chicks who are 20, 21, 22.
Yes, sir.
Caller, I don't know what you're like. Caller, like,
what are you trying to prove?
Like,
are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Like, bro, where is this going?
Now, what I'm saying is that there has to be, like, instead of encouraging guys to waste precious hours and precious, like, hours of their lives and days of their lives, isn't it more advisable to encourage them to take, like, actionable steps to improve it, kind of looks money?
But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Hey, shut up for a second. Cut him for a second.
Go ahead.
What Ness don't understand is that his problem is that he actually considers, approaching and talking to women to be a waste of time.
Right.
Like it's the way that he thinks about it, bro. Like he really thinks that hollering at bitches is a chore. You can hear it in his voice how fucking jaded and like, depressed he sounds at the fact that he has to fucking holler at women. You understand?
Right,
Like
bro.
the difference between us, the difference between us and dudes like you is that we actually have fun approaching women. Because why? Because we're not outcome dependent. We have a good time whether or not we're fucking with women. You understand? We actually know who we are, and we enjoy our lives for what it is. And then when a woman falls into the frame, we enjoy our lives and take her along for the ride. But it's not about the women, because we've been enjoying our fucking life. Every time Ness calls up to the show, he sounds as if he's just had a bad day. You understand?
Right.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to ridicule him. Like, I'm saying that because it's actually sad. Like, he doesn't sound happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that happiness don't come from success with women. I'm a fucking, I'm a happy, confident dude before I approach the bitch. That's what makes my success rates good. That's what makes my interactions positive. That's why I'm not wasting my time and it doesn't seem like I'm not taking actionable steps, because every time I holler at a bitch, I either learn something or I connect with a bitch to smash. That's it.
Right.
You understand?
I didn't realize. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm out here living life and enjoying myself. If you wanna like look at life at, if you want to look at approaching women like it's a chore and like it's depressing, and if a chick says no and whatever, it fucking puts a damper on your whole weekend, then that's on you, bro. But I have a great time every time I go out. Even when I get rejected by all of the chicks that I approach, I still have a good time. Why? Because I'm usually at a place that I wanted to be. I'm usually at a cigar bar or a lounge or some place that I already wanted to be. I don't go to places to meet bitches where I'm going out of my way to meet bitches. I'm going to some place where I already know that I'll enjoy myself. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm always having a good time regardless.
Facts.
Yo, I didn't realize that this guy's like a staple of the show. Nez, do you always call in?
No, Nez calling all the time. He's been saying the same stuff for the past like 2-3 years, I think. So, but let me bring Nez back in real quick.
Yeah, Myron, is that real, bro?
Let me bring Nez back in real quick. So, Nez, let me ask you a question. So, do you think Myron is a Chad or an Aladdin or whatever y'all call him?
Well, how tall is Myron?
Oh my God! What this?
I'm 6'3".
This nigga here.
He's 6'3".
Okay, if he's 6'3", he has the height advantage. It's gonna be.
This motherfucker Nez got excited at the height shit. That motherfucker started rubbing his shit through his tidy whities and shit.
Nez, let me ask you a question. If he has a height advantage, why does Myron go 1 for 20 or 40? Like, that means for every 20 to 40 chicks, you understand what I'm saying? He'll get 1.
Sometimes even more.
Right.
Well, let me say this before he answers. Nez, hold on real quick.
For 100 or 200.
Okay, when y'all, Nez, when you talk the way that you do, what you inadvertently do is, what you're saying is, if I was a woman, I would totally go for him. Okay, that's what you're saying. That's what you sound like, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all motherfuckers that be comparing looks, y'all looking at motherfuckers as if, well, if I was a woman, yeah, he's somebody that would be my type. Bro, stop that fucking fruity, fugazi ass, moist shit. Hetero flexible ass nigga.
That's what we're saying. And Nez, to answer your question, you were saying, why don't we teach guys things that are going to be more beneficial? What are the things that's more beneficial that we should be teaching the guys?
What I'm saying is, like, the vast majority of men out there, they still date and they still have girlfriends and they still get married without cold approaching like women in the street. I mean, I know you guys don't 90 like this guy, seconds.
Listen. The vast majority of men don't know who we are.
Gang was kind of closest to the mark when he said you should focus on your career and then focus on your hobbies and you can attract women naturally and organically into your life that way.
Make women your hobby. Make women your hobby. It should be fun.
First of all, the vast majority of men don't know Mr. Lucario, Myron Gaines, Miles Cunningham, and Kay Zagan. You understand?
Right.
And that's why we're here. We're working on that. You get what I'm saying? And truth be told, even when they do come to YouTube, the vast majority still is taking stupid fucking advice from dumb niggas. So we're working on it every day. That's why we're on the fucking live streams every day.
Right. I just want to know, Nez, from you, what are the things though? So you said a guy has to work on his career and that's going to make the girls come to him?
Yeah, not just on his career, but on his hobbies as well. Like, you know, he can join clubs, he can join societies, he can get ahead at work and in his career.
And how
do all the other stuff like
and how is that going to make him directly get more sex from women?
See, I know what Nez is doing.
Go ahead.
What Nez is doing, he's saying, occupy your time so much that you don't think about women. That's what Nez is really trying to do. He's trying to fill up his day where he don't think about sex, because Nez gets horny. I'm sure Nez jacks off like 5 times a day to Pornhub and X videos. I'm sure you do. Okay, but Nez, having a soft, supple woman in front of you, holding your dick with 2 hands, is so much better than jacking off and fucking up a whole bottle of Lubriderm in a week. Come on, bro.
Right, I agree. Shit.
So what I'm saying is, like, if a man progresses in his career and in his hobbies and builds up a social circle, he'll meet more people through that and attract more women through that, as opposed to just spam approaching in the street and shopping centers and being rejected, dozens of times, hundreds of times. Because
but
how? Yo, hold on. No, Ness. Let me ask you a question. Ness, let me ask you a question real quick. Wait, do you like hanging out at shopping centers, bro?
Not really.
Okay, so why the fuck do you approach bitches at shopping centers? Go somewhere where you like to be. Change up your style, bro. You've been saying this for the last 2 years, like Lucario said. Come on now. Go somewhere where you actually like to be so you can have a good energy on you. The girls sense the energy. They sense that you don't like what you're doing. That's why they reject you all the time.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I go to bars and clubs. I prefer those types of settings more.
Okay, so answer me this question. When you go to those places that you like to be, do you or do you not get better results? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
Right. That's what we're saying, bro. And this is what we're trying to explain to you, man. It's like, because you're saying all these other extra things that are good within themselves. Yeah, have some hobbies, get your career popping off, doing all that other stuff. But that's not going to directly make you sexually attractive to women. You understand what I'm saying? So when you approach a woman, right, you're approaching her as a man approaching a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that it's a man to woman interaction, meaning that there's something sexual about that. So if I'm going to fucking school and I'm working on my career and I'm a part of the chess club, you understand what I'm saying? That's not me directly doing anything with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Or directly making anything happen with a woman. So where are these women going to come from that I'm supposedly supposed to get by doing all this other shit? Like, that's what I want to know. That's what I'm saying. How is that going to help the guy get some pussy on his dick? How?
There's bound to be women there, though. I'm not saying in the chess club, but in other clubs. Doing other activities.
So fine.
In
now,
those environments, people expect to speak to each other.
Okay, so now you're in that environment. What do you do to get the girl?
You strike up a conversation, not just with the women, but with people in general.
Okay, so why can't you do that?
You're talking to people.
So Nez, why can't you do that randomly outside somewhere?
I mean, the dynamic of the setting isn't the same.
So what? What's the difference? So you're trying to tell me?
So you're gonna have a way less.
So let me ask you a question, Nez. If you met a girl in an environment where it was like a club or not a club, but like let's say you're doing an activity. Let's say you taking a fucking cooking class or some shit, right? And there's women in there, right? Let's call a woman Jenny. Let's say you met Jenny at the cooking class, right? Do you think that if Jenny likes you in the cooking class, would she not like you if you met her at a party or you met her in the street? You think she's just not, is it based off of where you're talking to her, she's not going to want to fucking talk to you now?
Yeah, I do. I think she'd like you in a party, but not in the street while she's trying to get from A to B.
Why?
I mean, because women don't expect to be approached in that setting. They're not.
Oh my God, damn, man, God damn.
They could get creeped out.
No. See, they get creeped out by you.
Or a serial killer or a rapist or something.
So wait. So Ned, so you're trying to tell me if you approached a woman on the street named Rebecca, and she was like, you approached her, you try to say hi, and she walked away. She said, I don't want to talk to you, right? You're trying to tell me if you met that same girl, at an event, that she would now want to talk to you? The same chick that rejected you on the street.
There's a good chance she would, yeah.
No, what I'm saying is there a chance that she will like you? Meaning, what I'm saying is that same woman who was not interested in talking to you or attracted to you or interested in you in the street, you trying to tell me because that person is physically somewhere where she's in a building and there's bricks and fucking ceilings over her, that's going to change her attraction for you? Are you saying that?
It could do.
So Nez, let me ask you a question. So if a gay guy approached you in the street, would you get with him?
That's actually happened to me once. About 5.
No. Answer the question.
Right, well, would you get with him though? Would you get with him?
Why are you hesitating?
Told him I would swing that way. So.
Okay, right. So now, would you swing that way if he met you? If he met you at a party, would you now swing that way? If he met you at an event?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So why does it matter that you're in a different environment? If a gay dude said to me, well, if I would have met Nez, maybe I got to meet him in a different environment. Would that even make, you understand what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to say. The environment doesn't matter. It's whether or not the woman is attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, Princess X, he did pause too long. I was noticing that too.
That's what we're trying to say to you, Nez. Just like how you wouldn't get with a gay dude under no circumstances, no matter where the guy's approaching you, is the same way where if a woman is not interested in talking to you on the street or anything else, she's not going to be interested in talking to you or getting with you if she met you at a function or a mixer. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's not interested in you. You understand? Because that same girl who would talk to you,
her emotions may be different in the party or the social setting.
I'm talking about the woman getting with you, meaning the woman actually being attracted to you enough to want to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if you're meeting a woman on the street and she had any sort of interest in you, she would at least stop to talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying if a girl didn't even have the interest to stop and say anything to you after you said hello to her, that same type of woman, right, is not going to have the interest to get with you if she met you at a party. This is what I'm trying to say.
Nez's problem is he wants to psychoanalyze every situation with women.
Right.
Don't do that shit, bro. If you're interested, just holler at the chick. You're so in your head about this ain't the right time. It's not a full moon. It's not a quarter moon. It's not a lunar eclipse. You know what I'm saying? You worried about all this other shit that you literally have no control over. The only thing you have control over is Nez. What do you want, Nez? I know you're tired of jacking off and getting dick chafing. I know you are, bro. So all you got to do, the women you see, just go holler at them. It don't matter what the situation is. You're like, well, women don't want to be approached. No, women, look, Nez, I want you to think about this. Do you know the only time women can get dick? Do you want to know the only time women can get dick? I got something for you, man. When they get approached by men.
Right, facts. Exactly. Facts. It's that simple. It's that simple. You understand? It's that simple. Because look, Nez, what I'll say is this. You could be on the street approaching a girl, and because she's in a bad mood, she may not want to talk to you. And then let's say you see that same girl in a party and she be in a good mood and she'll talk to you, or vice versa. You may approach a girl in the street and she'll talk to you because she's in a good mood. And then you meet her at a party and she might be in a bad mood, right? But a lot of that has to do with her moods and her actually wanting to, talk based off of her mood, right? But it's not about the actual fucking place, though. This is what I'm trying to say. You're saying it like, well, if she's at a networking event, she's going to want to talk to you more than if she's outside in the street. That's not the case. It's based off of how she's feeling about the guy she's talking to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let me say this, Nez, real quick.
Her being taken aback by a guy approaching her in the street wouldn't change her mood in that moment, in that second.
Nez, let me say this, Nez. I've been on a highway going 60 miles an hour in a car, passing up a car where I see a bad chick in it. I honk my horn. I get her to pull down her window, and I motion with my hand for her to pull over to the side of the road. And I've had women, not one, multiple women pull over side of the road. We exchange contact information. Okay, I've been literally pumping gas with the fucking gas pump in my hand. Look over and see a bad bitch pumping gas too. And I look at her, hey, what's up? What's your name? And we end up talking and exchanging contact information. You can approach women anywhere, anytime. If they are attracted to you and they're feeling your conversation and your energy, they're going to fuck with you. It don't matter where. In fact, that interaction might actually make that stand out more in a woman's mind.
Right.
You got to understand that.
Right. Exactly. That's what we're saying.
So did you get with it? Did you get with this woman that you approached in the?
I approached multiple women, and I got with some of them. Did I fuck all of them? Of course not. But I fucked some of them.
Right, and that's how it goes. That's the name of the game right there. That's how you do it. You see what I'm saying? The problem is that Nez, you're thinking that there's this like that. You're thinking women don't like to be approached in the street, which is bullshit. Women get approached all the time. Like I said earlier, they only don't like to get approached by guys they're not into. But you're not going to know if you're the guy she's into unless you approach. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So
sure, yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the part you got to understand. So when you're looking at it as, oh, well, this is fucking a waste of time and dealing with these women, it's you're spam approaching and it's not going to do anything for you. You might as well work on getting surgery and getting more money and status and all that other crazy shit. Right. That's all that right there is not going to help you, because the stuff you're talking about, because earlier you said, hey, why don't you guys teach something more beneficial? What you got to understand is that what you think is beneficial is the whole looks, money, status narrative. That's not it. That's surface level shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that it's like putting perfume on a person who stinks. You understand what I'm saying? You're covering up the stink. You understand? And so the woman's going to realize that the guy ain't shit or he ain't about nothing when you're just trying to step to the chick on some looks, money, status type shit. Because it's who is the guy behind the looks? Who is the guy behind the money? Who's the guy behind the status? You understand? And so when you're talking to a woman and you're interacting with her, that's when she's going to see the guy behind all that shit. So we're teaching guys about being that, or who is the guy behind the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're teaching, because that's the thing that's going to actually stick. You understand? So a lot of times the reason why,
but you have to have both.
You have to what?
I said you have to have both. You have to have the kind of LMS to attract them in the first place and get your
nigga nuts. You need some nuts.
Conversational skills.
You need some balls. You need some balls.
All you need is the confidence to approach. Oh, that's all you really need, bro.
Damn. Now they're working with fucking fallopian tubes and shit. Nigga, you need balls, nigga.
Nez, let me ask you a question real quick. When you see a girl that you want to talk to, do you think to yourself that you can get her, or are you thinking about all of these statistics and probabilities that you're not going to get her? What do you think about when you actually see a girl that you want to approach?
When I first started doing it, I was enthusiastic. I thought that I could get the woman or get the girl, but after doing it consistently and then kind of having sporadic results here and there, I mean, if I were to do it now, I'd probably assume that she's going to reject me from the off.
Okay, all right, okay, that's not good, bro. That's what's causing you to have certain levels of to be unsuccessful. That's what's causing you to be unsuccessful. You understand? Now, the thing with you is, I think you probably thought that the results that you're getting are somewhat like abnormal or of very low average. And I really don't think it is, because every once in a while you call us and you tell us how you meet a girl and you fucked her and this, that, and the third. So it's not like you're a hopeless virgin or anything. Right. But the point is, I just think you need to change your attitude, and once you change your attitude, you'll change your energy. And then once you change your energy, I think you'll have better results, because like we just established, when you go to places that you like being, like when you go to the club or when you go to the bar, you say you get better results in those situations. Why? Because your energy is different. You understand? When you treat this shit like it's a fucking chore, the chicks can tell and they won't like your energy. You have to be more positive and a little bit more just have a better energy about yourself, bro. You got to be more positive. And if this shit is really that much of a chore, then maybe you should leave bitches alone for a while and focus on yourself and figure out why you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something wrong with not you, but your mindset. You understand? Like there's something very like jaded and fucked up about the way you're thinking about all of this shit. And that's what's really, holding you back.
Let me say this about dudes treating dealing with women like a chore. Man, women are lovely. Women are fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? They are. Like, even when I've gotten rejected, I've been playful with chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sure, girl? All right, you could have had a wonderful night. You sure? You're lost. Give me a hug, though. You know what I'm saying? Get a chick a hug and walk the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Still playful with it. You know what I'm saying? Look, it ain't that serious. There's so many other women around that just move on to the next. Nez.
Right.
What are you afraid of? Because you have fears. Clearly you have fears. What are you afraid of, Nez? Be honest, bro. What are you afraid of?
Well, I mean, I'm afraid of putting in a lot of work and effort into something and nothing coming of it, mainly.
Real quick, Nez, let me stop you. Lucario, Myron,
right?
Miles, they're entrepreneurs. Do you think they had to put in a lot of work to get to where they're at right now? I'm sure they had setbacks. I'm sure there were months where the money wasn't the same as other months. And
nigga, there were not months, but years where niggas ain't make no fucking money.
Thank you. All right,
years, nigga.
Said it. But the difference between them, you and Nez, between them and you, Nez, is they have drive, motivation, determination, and they have heart. And they have the grind. Okay, and they have vision. Okay, do you have vision for yourself, Nez? Do you have vision for yourself?
Yeah, I have vision. Yeah.
Do you? No. Do you?
Vision, yeah.
Look, are you sure? Because this is the thing. For all you men listening right now, you can carve out the type of life that you want. You really can. Okay, right. You really fucking can. But the only thing stopping you is you. Okay, it's not feminism. It's not the Me Too movement. It's not divorce laws and all that other bullshit y'all use. It's you.
Right.
Your fears. Fear is the number one conqueror of men. Your fear is fucking with you, bro. You have fears. Okay? Bro, like, now, and I ain't trying to be funny. If you really want to get over this hump that ails you, bro, you have to say to yourself, I want my life to be a certain way, and I'm going to do what I got to take morning, noon, and night, to make sure that this shit comes to fruition. You got to take them steps, though.
Mm-hmm. Facts. That's some real shit.
No, it's funny because I mean, back in 2009, when I was 18, I remember I went to New York City for the summer, and I actually cold approached and picked up this chick that was giving out like leaflets on the street corner. This chick from the Ukraine or something, and I took her out on like 3-4 dates, and we were making out and stuff.
That's your problem. On the fucking dates. But go ahead.
Because I went back. I had to fly back to London the next day. But yeah, that was like the first ever time I cold approached a chick I mean,
wait.
after that, I didn't do it for years.
Nez, let me ask you a question.
So she liked me from the get-go. So
okay, Nez. So you was in New York. You went out on all them goddamn dates y'all be doing. I don't understand that shit. But did you have sex with the young lady?
no, I didn't. Because I mean,
Because why?
I thought that you had to kind of back then take them out.
But Nez, but you're out of town. You're in a foreign country. But Nez, you're in a foreign country. I actually had. Hold on, real quick, Nez. I had a consultation with a guy that's from New Jersey, and he was in Texas. He was in Houston, and he was going out on a bunch of dates with chicks. I'm like, nigga, you a visitor. Why are you doing all these multiple dates with women? You're out of town. What the fuck are you doing? You got a hotel. Look, for any of you listening right now, now if you got an Airbnb, it is what it is. But if you got a hotel where there's a bar attached to that bitch, invite women back to the bar. Your room is upstairs.
Right.
Invite them back to the bar for a drink. Your room is upstairs. Do that shit. I'm telling you, I've been in that situation. It works wonders. But like, hey, I'm staying at this hotel. Meet me at this hotel. It's a bar called blah, 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 blah.
Hold up. Did this nigga donate? Because I'm just coming back on this show.
No, he donated.
Okay, because he's getting a lot of one-on-one attention right now.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I mean, shout out to him because shout out to Princess for saying it. This nigga, he's getting a lot of one-on-one attention right now, and I'm just pointing that out just in case, because I know Ned's been a long-time supporter and caller, so I'm not, I ain't trying to kick him off.
But now to your point, it ain't helping him. So what's the point?
Hopefully it'll help somebody else from listening, because we've been going through this for how long now?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Like he's been at the same mindset for mad long. Like, man, like Nez, I think after you get off this call, you need to donate some more, bro.
Yeah, well, Nez, honestly, bro, we gotta get you back into reality, man. Like you're living in some kind of like clown world, bro. Like you have just because I've been like listening very intently as I've been womanizing here on the side. And the number one thing I've realized from the way you speak, your tonality, everything like that, you have a very nihilistic perception of the world, my friend. You have a very negative outlook on life. And quite frankly, a big reason why you're failing with women is that whether you want to understand it or not, women are very socially calibrated. So they feel this energy coming from you when you meet with them. And this is why I always tell guys, you can't sit there and consume. I guarantee you probably consume like black pill content or like angry MGTOW content. You on BitChute watching motherfuckers talking about anarchy and all this other crazy shit.
Right.
Yo, listen, bro, stop watching that type of shit, because here's the thing. Even though you're watching it, that content is going to resonate with you. And what's going to happen is you're going to start permeating misogynistic energy. You understand? And the thing is that girls are naturally repulsed by guys that are misogynists. All right. There's a difference between being a misogynist and understanding female nature and moving in an educated manner. You understand? But you right now, you have like this, I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. You have like a crybaby type attitude right now where the hypergamy this, hypergamy that. And it's quite frankly, this is why you're fucking up. You know what I mean? You're taking girls on multiple dates. You're making rookie level errors. And for you to be supporting Lucario for this long, number one, are you on the Bad Boy membership?
I was on it. I'm not at the moment.
All right. Well, I think you need to get back in there and watch, get a refresher or something, bro, because your whole belief system is fucked up. And the thing is that if you don't believe, I hate to sound cheesy, if you don't believe, you ain't going to achieve, man. You truly have to believe in yourself, because the thing is that when you deal with women are literally, their senses are on fucking steroids, man. If they can sense when you're faking confidence, bro, they can sense it, And the thing is that I guarantee you probably come off as socially awkward or incongruent to what you're purporting yourself to be. Girls feel that, and you're not closing dates. So number one, you need to change your mindset. Your mindset is fucked up, right? Number two, you need to get back on the Bad Boy membership and reprogram, because I can tell just from the way you're speaking, you watch a lot of fucking LMS and these other black pill guys that basically say the world is over. All right? You guys gotta watch these guys, bro. Because even though their assessment of what's going on in the sexual marketplace is correct, right? The divorce rates, hypergamy, all this other shit. Their assessment is correct. Their prescription is incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, making 8-hour streams complaining about hypergamy ain't going to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because these girls already see you guys as invisible anyway. So what are you going to do? At the end of the day, you know, you want the pussy, right? So you got to get out there and make the moves to do it, but you got to change your mindset, bro. Your foundation is fucked up, man.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Real talk.
And this is me just like observing you. I've been listening to you very closely throughout this stream, bro. And you have a defeatist mentality.
Facts. So Nez, you get it. You gotta. We've been telling you this, man. You gotta actually get up on the information and do it and try it out and understand the reality of the situation. Understand when you go out there cold approaching women, guess what? You're gonna get rejected. It's okay. We all get rejected. You understand what I'm saying? We all are interacting with women getting rejected. It doesn't matter how you look. You feel what I'm saying? Because every dude that's out there making it happen, they're going to get rejected. You see what I mean? And so the problem is that when you don't look at the realities of the situation, you start to think like, hey, you know what? Maybe this is all bullshit. This is fucked up because you're looking at the things that are naturally supposed to happen that you don't like and making that the excuse as to why you can't get success. You're like, well, why should I approach women when I approach 10 of them and 9 of these girls already rejected me? I'm like, okay, go and approach the 10th one. That's part of the game. You feel what I'm saying? That's part of the situation. You see what I mean? So you got to come to terms with the reality of the game. And then that's the thing that's going to make you, actually get things going in a more productive direction. You have to be able to accept the things that you can't change. You can't change
facts.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't change the fact that there's going to be certain girls who are going to be on some BS, certain girls who are going to be all over the place, certain girls who are going to flake, that's part of the whole thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna get personal right now, son. The last week and this week, I had 2 dates with 2 bad bitches, son. Bad bitches, okay? But because I'm honest and I'm a real dude, during the conversation, it came up about my open relationship, and I told the truth. And that the truth of the fact, it fucked shit up with both of these bitches, bro. And I was super disappointed, okay? So I still am talking about it right now. I'm still fucking disappointed. But do I fucking get mad or think all women are idiots and I don't want to talk to them? And no, I'm going out tonight to go get back on my cold approach. And on top of that, I'm going to a place that I like to be. I'm going to a cigar bar. I'm gonna get me a nice cigar and a glass of tequila. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna holler at bitches. That's what I'm gonna do.
Miles,
you see what I'm saying?
You said something important. You said you're disappointed. It's okay to feel disappointed.
Exactly.
Okay, but you ain't got to be emotional. Niggas be emotional with women. Being disappointed is more of an internalized, damn, I really wanted to hit that. Damn, she looked good. Fuck. And you just walk off and you move on with your life.
Move on with your life, bro.
But it's okay. And also, you said something very important as well. You're going where you want to go. With or without a bitch on your arm, you good. Okay? So all you dudes, like, because dudes be getting flaked on and they act like their whole night is ruined. Why is your night ruined? Okay, if you're doing what you want to do, if you're in a spot where there's some bitches, but like, well, the chick I wanted to fuck tonight, she ain't here, but there's some other bitches right there. That should be your attitude. You can, like Miles said, you can be disappointed. It's okay.
Right.
But don't be calling the bitch, where you at? How come you ain't here? I called you 5 times. You ain't answered your phone. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Don't do that. Look, gentlemen, have fun with this. Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's recreational. It's a hobby. Like next time I'm finding a hobby, bitches should be your hobby. If women were your hobby, you wouldn't have the problems that you have.
Yo, you know listen. Shout out to Tito Smiles, because it's Halloween fucking weekend, nigga. Mm-hmm. Y'all better get the fuck outside and start hollering at some of these sexy maids and sexy witches and slutty cats and all of this bullshit, because these bitches is gonna be starving for attention. And they coming off of COVID too. Y'all niggas better get the fuck out here and start hollering this weekend. Cause I know Myron. Look at Myron. Myron is it's gonna be stupid in Miami for Myron.
I got a date lined up right now with a baddie. I'm gonna send you guys some receipts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just listening to this dude cry and I'm just like, bruh, like, it's not. it's not that hard, man. If you work on yourself and you have the confidence, the girls are gonna smell it, and you'll be, bro. I got plenty of friends that don't look that aren't the best looking guys, but still get plenty of girls, bro. You know what I'm saying? It really, your looks just get you through the door, man. The game keeps the door open. So as long as you hit that threshold where you can get the door open, that's it. You know,
right?
And let me say this: for all the hot chicks that's gonna be in private school girl costumes, cheerleader costumes, I see you, boo. I'll get at you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. All right, Nez. So we laced you with a lot of game, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Bye.
All right, man. See, Nez gotta be about it, man. He's still caught in the nonsense, man. You feel what I'm saying? But damn, we up here a 3-hour live stream. I don't want to be like these other niggas. You feel me?
And then Lakari said, "I got a life. I got a life.
I gotta eat some food. I'm starving." You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man. Listen, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody who sent a donation. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate all of y'all who sent donations. Let me shout it out again. Shout out to Cameron with the $10 donation, Black Book Basics with the $15 donation, Shatasha with the $20 donation. See, we got even the ladies donating, people. Come on, guys. Shout out,
they know the game is fire.
Exactly, facts. Emmanuel with the donation. Shout out to Jabril with the $10 donation. Shout out to Anthony for the donation. Yapeth with the $20 donation. Appreciate you. Shout out to, let's see the other donations on here. Shout out to my dude Joseph for the donation. Appreciate that. Christopher. Shout out to Nez for the donation. Appreciate you, bro.
He better fucking donate.
Shout out to Francis for the donation. And shout out to our Mias for the donation, man. We appreciate everybody who's tuning in, sending donations. And yeah, that's pretty much anything else y'all want to shout out before we head up out of here. Oh, go to the Bad Boy membership. Make sure you guys join the membership. Watch the Game Things documentary. It's on there right now. Get that shit popping so you guys can shout out, all the stuff.
Yo, check me out at Miles in the Game, THE, the Game. If you see anybody else, report and block them. That's not me. Yeah, man. Yo, please, guys, if you didn't have any fucking faith in cold approach ever, this is the fucking weekend because number one is getting cold. Number two is Halloween. These bitches is out for attention, bro, with these costumes and shit. All of them is trying to be sluts. All of them.
Facts.
You understand? So get your cold approach on and move quickly too. If a bitch acting funny, all right, next bitch.
Yep.
Move quickly. Don't waste no fucking time with no one-itis bitch, bro. Get at these hoes, man. Get at them early. So next week, y'all have dates lined up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, down to Friday, B. All right? So it's your boy Miles, man.
With me, guys, patreon.com/freshfit. That's the Patreon. Me and my boy Freshman CEO give you guys the behind the scenes lifestyle here in Miami. And yeah, man. And we're gonna have Miles and Locario live in studio November 23rd. We're gonna run the In the Game podcast live from here in Miami. And yeah, man, it's gonna be lit. We're getting a studio. The studio will be 100% ready for them when they come in. So it's gonna be lit.
That's what's up.
So real quick. I just want to say I'm looking forward to that. Lucario, Miles, Unfair. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all niggas together, in the studio together doing y'all thing. So that's what's up. Now, me, K-Zagging, y'all know what it is. I ain't never going to say it no more. But I will say this. There's a website being built right now. You know what I'm saying? For me. You know what I'm saying? A .com website being built. Shout out to Steve the Dean. A lot of y'all got a lot of negative shit. Steve the Dean is my motherfucker. That motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't with me to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Dudes don't understand. Steve the Dean is the type of nigga that will give you the clothes off his back, bro. That's the funny part. Y'all just be hearing all the yelling and all this other shit. Steve the Dean is the coolest nigga ever. You understand? Y'all just don't. Y'all be, why you yelling and all this, bro? Y'all don't understand. You understand what I'm saying,
bro?
Like Steve the Dean is on point.
They don't. Steve the Dean has done shit for me. We've had conversations behind the scenes to get me right, to get my mind right, to become an entrepreneur like these gentlemen that you see right here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Steve the Dean, and I don't want to speak too much on it, but he's done so much shit, some cool shit. He's a real one. He's a real brother. So anyone that got something to say bad about him, you gonna see me, nigga. Don't say you can't fuck with Steve, nigga. I love Steve and shit. But maybe that's the May. So the website is coming. I got a Teesprings joint, but I'm gonna hold off on that because of the website I'm building up. My logo might change, like the shit y'all see right now with the crown with the cake. That shit probably gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm doing some other shit. I'm evolving, and that's what you do as a man. You evolve and you grow, and I'm trying to have ownership of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's coming next. But just be on the lookout for that shit. That's all I got.
Facts. So, guys, man, we appreciate y'all, and we will holler at y'all guys later, man. Remember, the truth is inside you. We are gone. Peace.